We need to find the
There we
internet.
go. It worked this time. No, I don't want to apply and restart the new version of Shummer. Stop asking me.
Yes, you do. You just don't know it yet.
No one ever does.
Welcome to Fate.
Welcome to games.
So, last time you were about to go to the city.
Yeah.
That's right.
But first, Winnie remembers she almost forgot something, if she hadn't done it already. She just wants to go up to the captain and say hello.
Hello. He loves his job.
Yeah,
We all
everyone
love
up
our
there loves
jobs.
their jobs.
Everyone everywhere loves their jobs, as long as everywhere is related to the confines of this ship.
Uh, Greetings, you up there. Are you the captain?
Yes, I love it.
Good to hear. This is just so he's a familiar face, so I can telepathy to him if I need to.
I mean, we probably got communications for what it's worth.
Winnie doesn't
what if
trust
they're
comms.
jammed? What if you're in a Faraday cage?
But it's true that when he does need familiarity for specifically mind speak, so that makes sense.
Winnie doesn't even need comms, technically.
Except for with Strike. Oh no,
Yeah, he can't.
Strike doesn't use comms.
Shrike doesn't have a comm because he's naked all the time. Like, there's no place to put it.
Oh, there's plenty of places you could put it.
Ominous.
Just duct tape it to him somewhere. Well, I'll be seeing you.
You sure will.
This is how you know that pizza is used to fuse as a DM, where you can't just say, oh no, I probably have seen that, I got it for. No, it needs to have been done and said explicitly.
That's exactly why I did it.
If you don't do it, then you haven't done it.
I mean, that would imply that, like, we've never talked in between all these in-between days where we're not having a session.
That might not be far.
That 3 years we spent going to Dog Planet, everyone was just in silence.
Yeah. Strike is just eating the vents.
Oh. Where was he living then?
On Polina. Duh!
Well, you heard it. Strike ate all of the vents and then started living in Paulina proper.
No. That's silly talk.
So you're all just sitting there.
Well, I'm sitting on the exit, I guess, until there is a reality to exit to, I guess.
Yeah, Non draws a door.
Yeah, so what are we doing? Like, where are we going? What is there to see?
Jimothy's leading the way.
Strike exits the ship.
Whoa! You have exited the ship. You're now in a hangar.
Ooh, a hangar.
Perhaps a new map is in order.
You don't say.
Is Jazz not? He's not there. Damn it.
Yeah.
Fitting that he stayed sitting there.
Yeah, I basically planned on asking him if he wanted to rescue some works of art from all the fire around us, if you get my drift. So there goes the idea.
Jazz just in that familiar fugue state they keep getting in.
It keeps happening. Here it is. The hangar.
Hanging out at the hangar.
Based on the scale of you guys, that's more like the cube ship.
But we left.
Well, it's like it's an RPG map where
Yeah.
suddenly the people are much bigger.
No, here it is.
Hey, there you go. A map.
Woo.
All right, Jimothy, what is there to visit?
Hold on.
Hold on, yeah.
Not the hangar, apparently.
Oh, great. Another quantum planet.
There you go. It's an
It's-
ellipse.
Let's see.
Ellipse.
It's a dome hangar.
It's not a very large planet.
It's like an egg.
There's a door. There's also guards. Like a lot of them. Everywhere.
What are they doing to us?
There's a number of people with, like, they look heavily armed and armored that are approaching you.
I let them approach.
It's approach or some approaches. Right,
It's more like
So-
approach.
nah.
I'm going to need everybody's names, ranks, and intentions.
Ranks. As in,
ranks.
given by whom?
We're not, military or anything, we don't have ranks.
Strike. Ex-gender. To see humanity. In action.
At least one of you
Yeah,
knows how
Jim-
to answer some questions.
Winnie, mage.
Jim
Intentions?
Ferris.
Visit this guy's home planet. I point to Jimothy.
Jim Ferris, civilian. Yeah, I've basically been abroad for God knows how long, and I just, came back to.
To see your parents.
They're not even alive anymore.
To see your parents' graves is.
That's right. We're all here to see this guy's two human, well, not human, but two whatever he is, dead body is stored around here.
Or at least their burial yard.
Probably in some dumpster, trash
And-
dumpster somewhere.
Well, you guys sort this out. I'm heading out.
Jimothy, can I get a deceive?
Not sure why.
Well, like he didn't. The guard didn't even ask. Oh, nice. The guard didn't even ask why are you here. They asked what our intentions were.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even just say like because these jerks dragged me here.
Alright, all checks out. You're free to go.
I don't know why I need to roll to see if I didn't say a single lie there.
Why did they have to roll deceive?
For everyone else.
Well,
I don't think they lied either.
Strike didn't lie.
Winnie?
What did Winnie even say?
I just assumed that we were going to hit Jimothy's parents were alive. And if they were, I wanted to see them.
So for Winnie is why it was, everyone else. Everyone's Winnie.
Yeah, I address the guy and ask like, so what's going on here? I've noticed that everything is on fire. It's some kind of emergency going.
There's a war
Sorry.
on.
With whom? And why? That's yeah. I know, like I'm just trying to feign ignorance, but
Yeah, hold on while I go back through the pen so I can get my acronyms in order.
Yeah, technically, we still don't know why the reason the war started.
yeah, like we know there's something between USO and AEA or EAE. I forget which one.
And old gods are probably somehow involved. At least one of them.
God, I'm
Is this planet
very-
USO or EAE?
USO.
Yeah, we're at war with the EAE. So I'd suggest you get to shelter as soon as possible.
How'd that happen? I've been away for like how many years have we been on away again? Far too long. I need to catch up with.
It's been 41 months and some.
Yeah, at least 3 years. But that's just our trip. Like, you were off before that.
Yeah, so I'm going to guess like 4 years. Felt like 40.
What's the outside look like?
I didn't want to
Well,
ask
we're
until.
not finding out yet because Jimothy is still talking to this guy way over here.
It's fire, all fire.
Hey, what's going on out there?
Yeah.
What? I said, what's going on out there? Oh, you're asking about my hair.
The EAE just started attacking us one day, stopped communications altogether.
That's that sounds like fun. Thanks for the warning.
Be safe out there.
Where is the nearest shelter? In case we need to go there.
He gives you directions.
Alright, thanks. You try not to die. Yeah, yeah, I'll also head out with the others.
I want to ask, is it just air raids or is there also a ground assault?
Mostly air raids.
Well, remember to have a desk nearby so you can duck and cover.
Head between your knees.
Oh, this is an interplanetary warden.
Bit bigger than that. More like almost intergalactic, I guess.
It's a big sector of space versus another big sector of space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sums it up.
So what's the outside look like? What kind of buildings are there and what condition are they in? I'm guessing not good.
Yeah, the buildings are exceptionally tall. This area is mostly okay. This is an entire planet worth of city.
Sure.
So some regions are on fire.
But they've quarantined it.
Eh,
They put up traffic cones.
you can't really quarantine an air raid.
You just need high fences. Really high fences.
Yeah, that's what the buildings are.
Just put a dome over everything.
We should put the planet in one of those quarter machine capsules. There. They're all protected.
There is a dome. It's called the atmosphere.
That
Perfect.
sounds rather
Sure.
infeasible.
Strike's gonna look for some people.
I'm
You
just going to
found
say the
them.
fact there's
You
like
found people.
buildings up until beyond the horizon. And it's just shocking. Someone who's never been in like a city, do something at this size.
Yeah, at
You
this
guys
scale.
So you guys want to stop blocking the doorway?
That's in character, is just kind of stunned and just kind of stops walking, trying to take it in.
I'm just imagining Ayet looking out one of the windows. It's like seeing that like field of gray, like getting closer, and seeing that it's individual buildings the whole
At
way.
first, I figured it was just ash. You know, it was just a whole lot of ash.
It's the Ash Planet.
These large towers remind me of the trees on my home planet.
It's fascinating, but every single one of these windows houses a room that a person could be in. This means there must be so many people here.
Strike's gonna start scaling the building, just looking in the windows.
Suddenly this turns into Rampage.
Plans forming. Say, Winnie,
Hold on.
Can I get a fate point?
Oh, definitely. Like, yeah, this is becoming a compel.
Sweet.
Alright.
Strike's goal here is to, like, as Strike said, like, see humanity in action.
Alright, so
on a
Sorek
current goal-
starts terrorizing the populace in the middle of a war zone, surrounded by heavily armed soldiers.
Cockroach Kong.
Sure.
There's
Like, I
just
stated
one of
my
him.
intentions.
So yeah, Sorek, you are under fire.
Oh my.
As long as he isn't on fire.
So they're firing at me, who is next to a bunch of windows of the houses of civilians or whatever.
Yes.
Alright, so I dodge.
They've probably been evacuated already, so.
Fair enough.
To where?
This is just
The
athletics
shelters.
against. This is athletics against shoot, I would guess.
Yes.
Alright.
Not a problem.
You take a one-shift hit.
Oh. Wow.
So I take a physical box.
Teamwork.
Am I allowed to seek out one of the shooters and try to reason with them?
Yeah, there are like 6 of them.
I would like to compel myself that I've been on a ship for a while with a janitor who's been cleaning up garbage before Strike can get to it, and Strike is hungry, and being around, like, first of all, a planet that doesn't have a janitor and monitoring it 24/7, and also that in a war zone, so I imagine there's rubble and stuff nearby. Strike is currently literally glowing. From Dirt Makes Me Glow.
Nah.
I think that'd be more appropriate for the slums.
Sure.
Like, there's nothing that would even affect.
Easier to see. And more of a like, an alarming sight to see.
But that
Now
wouldn't
he's
change the
radioactive.
situation.
Alright. Fair enough. It's still happening.
So I guess I just move towards one of the shooters and say something like, "Why are you firing at it? It's completely harmless in my experience." My experience is very limited.
Like an hour or so before we.
Yes, I know. That's
He
why I'm
hasn't, eaten
saying
anyone,
it.
he hasn't eaten anyone in that entire hour, and that should count for something.
I did tackle you to the ground.
Yeah.
I
And
was
threatened
fine.
to eat you.
Oh, well, as for Strike's reaction to this, other than dodging, Strike like takes a brief moment hovering in the air to look at the people shooting at them, and then just goes right back to looking in windows.
Well, Shrek is fine. I'm gonna start wondering.
See, he's just curious. He'll probably come back to wander with us sooner or later.
We're under strict orders to fire on anyone suspicious. And they're going to shoot again.
Okay.
I guess I take a look at, well, this like not fully opaque crystalline being that I am, and just it doesn't seem like your criteria of someone being suspicious should be this high. If I'm still saying here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll spend a fate
Ooh.
point to re-roll that.
But you just wow, all negatives.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are you invoking?
Law of nature above all others. I'm doing what
How does that help you dodge a bullet?
Because I'm obviously breaking the law here. I am obeying what I want to do, rather than...
Yeah, that would give you a bonus to breaking the law, but not dodging a bullet afterwards.
Okay,
The laws of
Unsquashable
physics don't
endurance.
apply, so bullets can't get me.
There's unsquashable endurance, which I've already
There you
gotten
go.
to hit and keep going.
That one
Excuse me
works.
for a moment.
Fair enough. Alright, I am rolling again, hoping for not 4 minuses.
That's not 4 minuses.
Yay.
Do you have armor that would apply?
Oh, right, I had armor for the previous roll. Fuse.
Yeah, but you got minuses, so it wouldn't matter.
I have 4 armor, so no shifts.
Yeah, so no damage on the first one.
Okay.
And 2 shift hit on this one.
Alright.
Still okay.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
That's just a grazing blow.
Got some bulletproof kitten going on here.
Yeah. Alright, at this point, you know, Strike understands the only reasonable option is to swoop down and eat the guy's gun.
Only reasonable option.
Strike.
Well, okay, as a reaction, first of all, Strike swoops down and grabs the gun in the jaw and starts, like, lifting... Strike lifts their head up in the air and, like, just starts chugging it down whole. If someone wants to intervene between the moments of grabbing it in their jaws and consuming it like a just an entire baguette, not chewed, then try.
Wow.
Yeah, like, I'm just going to intervene and just, like, strike. Just stop, okay? Just apologize to him and, stop, you're scared, alright?
Strike looks at the guard. How's the guard reacting to this?
Where in the timeline is Jimothy doing this?
Like, the moment he comes down, or whenever he's in reach to him.
So I've probably just attempted to snatch the gun with my jaws at this point.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you do?
Well, that's assuming I've already made contact. Should I make some sort of roll
No,
for...
you have not made contact.
Alright. I pause for a moment and look
Mid swoop.
at Jimothy. Yeah. I mean, I can hover. So like I'm from the like third floor or whatever. I swoop down, like making a beeline for the guard's gun, and then like 2 feet away from him, just like pause and hover, fluttering in the air. And I ask the guard, "Were you intending to eat me?"
What?
Strike lands. "Were you intending to eat me?"
What is this guy?
A large insect to my observation.
"What are you holding?" Strike asks the guard.
Well, keep your pet in line, or we'll call in the heavy firepower next time.
Alright, yeah. Sure, sorry for any inconvenience. And he didn't know that you were that on edge. Like, he would just wanted to, see ahead or something.
Strike flutters wordlessly, contemplating that shooty thing that the guard is holding. I don't think Strike's seen
Yes, he has.
guns. Oh, he's seen one gun since on the first snow planet, the first planet they've landed on. But Strike hasn't really thought about it much.
Doesn't
That's
Jimothy have a
right.
gun?
Yes, I think, but that was when, like, the clay shifter...
Sasha has a gun too.
Okay, so I was mistaken. Still.
It's probably a different model, so he doesn't recognize it as something like an assault rifle.
Yeah, these are heavy rifles.
Looks like most people can't fly, so all the interesting stuff is on ground level anyway, so try not to fly around and draw attention to yourself or something.
Strike flutters wordlessly and continues moving on, following the group.
Fuse,
So,
what's this building?
Oh.
Jimothy, what's this building?
It's right across from the hangar, so it's probably a store.
Like a souvenir shop, yeah.
Yeah.
I go inside.
Probably some kind of tourism agency. Gift shops
Strike.
galore, like selling all kinds of vacation packages, guided tours,
T-shirts
none of
with
which are
flag.
currently active.
Is there still a cashier?
No.
So this is just an abandoned store.
Yes.
Was it unlocked, or are we?
Breaking in right in front of guards.
Should have
I mean-
mentioned that beforehand.
The door is unlocked.
Okay.
There's nobody here, but there are turrets.
Oh,
Did the turrets move at all?
Yes. They stay
they fire?
pointed at you.
How do they react to Shroik walking around?
They stay pointed at Sroik. Any turrets that are nearby.
You make any kind of alarm signals or like beeping noises.
Nope.
is there any trash?
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird things on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and compel you to just take them.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right. Sroik is now stealing merchandise, and the turrets open fire.
And athletics. Hopefully not more minuses.
Only 2.
And no pluses.
Oh wow.
Is this a different scene from the window shooting?
Yeah, this is a different scene.
So is my stress gone?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And you do not take a hit.
Great. I attack the turrets. Well, yeah. Some vicious creature just popped out of the walls and started.
Well,
shooting
it didn't pop out of the walls. It's been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just looking, and then suddenly it started being aggressive.
And meanwhile, I'm looking for a I Heart This Planet shirt.
I'm going to turn to. Actually, I'm not even. I guess he should turn to Jimothy, given that he's from here, and ask. So.
Actually- Sorry.
You have automated guns in your buildings that open fire on people for.
I mean, not usually. They probably set them up just in case of wartime looters or something, but why didn't they lock this stuff up like that? That's just like goading people to get shot at, really.
Yeah. Strike's actually not going to attack the turret. Strike is going to attempt to evade the turret's detection. Although it's already seen them, Strike's going to like try and hide underneath like a pile of whatever.
Just
Alright.
underneath the counter.
Give me some stealth.
Yes.
Nice. You managed to get into a blind spot.
Sweet.
It's dangerous, isn't it, then? People could just wander into this building and get hurt by these automated guns. I should not let them exist like this, right?
We have very strict looting policies.
These items are not being used by anyone or managed in any way.
These items are private property.
Can I contact the owner in any way?
The owners are taking shelter. And while we protect them, we will also protect their property.
Very well, then. If I happen to meet them, I will discuss helping out with this wartime effort.
I'm back. I heard private property, probably guards talking.
Return any items you have attempted to take.
Strike takes like half of a teddy bear out of their mouth.
Oh, just this? I can replace that if you wish.
This small creature seems to have died. I was cleaning it for you.
I understand this is storage of small creatures for later date. Do you not hoard food?
Strike.
What?
How is this situation surprising for you? Like, you know what happens when, for example, you steal food from something that is guarding it right next to it.
Yeah, but they're out there, and we're in here. Were there any guards inside the shop?
Yes.
Also,
They
They're
fired at you.
turrets.
Yeah, but I don't know what a turret is.
Yeah, but he would be able to make the association.
Yeah,
It's
like, the
watching
question
you,
is-
you take something, and then it shoots.
Yeah, the question is, would he associate that as like something that somebody would be protecting? Like food, he would probably understand, but would he register that as food for
He
somebody?
just ate it.
Also, if I can get to it, it's not very well protected. That's kind of the point of a scavenger. Which
Well,
Strike
maybe
is.
then he would read that as a trap or something, like a
It's a
bait.
trap that Strike's confident being able to get out of traps.
I'm saying I don't like Strike is like, yeah, he's unconventional in how he thinks, but he's not dumb. Like he can make that kind of association.
I mean, I can go back to make Strike doing nothing if you like.
It depends
This
how these
whole
turrets
city
look
is a
like.
minefield for Sroik.
Do these turrets look like portal turrets?
No.
Spend a fate point.
Aw.
Fate point. Fate point.
Target lost.
Where'd you go? Are you still there?
Because if these turrets just looked like boxes with guns on a tripod, you wouldn't really think they're like Shriek might not think of them as guards. They're just boxes on sticks.
It's like
Plus,
a half of a ball implanted into the ceiling with a minigun.
and hopefully some kind of camera lens.
Yeah. On the minigun.
I mean, so Strike just walked into a place, there's garbage on the floor as far as Strike understands. And it's like, oh, garbage. Also seeming to be an animal of some kind. That's definitely food. If it's just laying here, that means whatever killed it didn't want it. Or has left it as carelessly behind. Therefore, mine.
And now you've been proven wrong.
I can buy it for you if you want.
Depends on how good it tasted.
I don't know if Strike knows how money works.
That's okay, other people can do that.
Is the shop even still active?
You can go
No.
through the self-checkout.
Okay. Then how does no, you can't if you pick up an item and the guns shoot you.
You
Well,
ate
when
an
you
item.
start eating it.
Yeah.
What if the item is a ration?
It's not stealing until you leave the store. That's like actual rule. Like if I believe my dad told me he worked as a security guard at a store for a while. It's like if you see someone, even if you see someone like pick up an item and like shove it in their coat, it's like you don't call them out, not until they've left the property.
Except
Yeah.
for when it's food and they're eating it in the store.
But that's just it. I've done that, and then I'm like, here's the container, the thing I just ate. I'm paying for it now.
Yeah, like it's not that unusual to just like a bottle of water or something and then start drinking it before you pay for it.
Yeah.
But you were destroying non-comestible items,
Yeah.
though.
Maybe that's just what my species eats.
And I mean,
And
look, we're
he-
not on Earth. Maybe the laws of what is theft are different here.
That's fair.
Yeah, probably.
Shrike is the natural predator of teddy bears. By the way, Winnie picks out a shirt and brings it to the self-checkout. And I'll use one of my infinite pockets of money.
And anyway, the turrets didn't even ask what I was doing. They just started attacking recklessly.
Yeah, you can check your one box for wealth to buy any one item from this place. Everything is horribly overcosted.
And never
mean-
buy from the airport.
It's a tourist trap, yeah.
And it's like City Planet, so everything's probably expensive to start with.
Especially since I imagine that this planet doesn't really have any kind of native products. It all survives by like service and tourism. I'm
So yeah, so everything is imported, so everything is more expensive.
And the imports are probably difficult when there's, say, wartime.
I mean, but selling stuff is even harder, I'm guessing.
Winnie, I'm going to assume that your wealth boxes are reversed.
Yeah, I put a check for I have it. Or actually, it's then for the mental and physical is I don't have it. So it's just, I don't know. It just
Yeah,
made
you
more
should-
sense to have money and not have stress until I do have stress, and then I check it.
You should check the boxes that you don't have.
Okay, in
So
this
it
case,
was correct for the physical and mental stress.
Unless you're just already dead.
Oh wait, no, I just reversed both of them. Oops.
whoops.
Now you have all the money, but
Okay, there we go.
nothing else.
Oh, yeah, and a reminder that you said when I have the third money that counts for infinite one shift monies.
Yes. We're finally using those rules.
Finally within civilization.
I could just like buy the entire shop.
Because you have a fortune that's large enough that, like, the amount that these cost is completely insignificant to you.
Yeah, so there's not even checking the box.
Yeah, I should just buy like everybody a shirt and a cap just so we look like idiots that walk around as tourists in Warzone.
You know, buy
So-
Strike a hat.
So there's like a universal unit of money.
Yeah.
Usually gold.
No,
Gold
this is sci-fi
weird
setting.
or
It'd be more
sci-fi.
like
Yeah.
a galactic credit or something.
I want to see Shroik with the Mickey Mouse hat.
The ear bitten off.
I just buy some sort of wiggly antennae headband and just put it on him so he has 2 sets of antennae.
It's less that there's a universal currency and more that there's just an automatic exchange system.
That's fair.
Yeah, these dollars are from 2 different planets. If they even are dollars.
So yeah, when you can buy whatever you want.
What I think Ayet wants a shirt. Or something. Oh,
I think we should get something for Jazz as well. We'll talk about it when we are outside the shop.
I'm just imagining like
telepathy.
as when he thinks that, like it goes into like a thought bubble of the dream, like dream music starts playing. We shift over to Ayet's view.
I assume 5 is enough to contact Ayet. Ayet,
But
would
first,
you like
what has Ayet been doing?
Well,
What is your shirt size?
Well, to answer the GM's questions first, yeah, while they were way back when they were addressing Strike and the guard, I just started wandering off in this direction, just kind of taking in like the kind of people here, like more like kind of buildings and what's just kind of looking in the windows, what's inside.
You don't see many people other than the soldiers. The buildings mostly seem to be abandoned.
Man,
Buildings are garbage.
it's a pretty like it's very impressive. It's already big, but it's not doing anything. Such a weird idea. And before I believe when you would be able to get in touch with me, is there any kind of roll I can do to try to see if I can sense any kind of magic anywhere?
Hmm. I'm not sure.
Would my aspect of seeing patterns and things be relevant for this?
I'm trying to decide if you would use, like, just notice for that. If you would use, like, if that would be an additional use for magic, or if it would require a stunt.
we did
Well,
kind of establish that she was able to see my chaoticness rippling through the universe.
I'm going to say
If
it's
that's what
just
we
a
did.
notice roll that requires at least one magic.
all right.
Yeah, I think there's 2 magic people in that store over there.
This whole region seems to be pretty light on magic.
Man, I just like after my initial shock, I'm just getting more and more disappointed with everything. It's like, huh.
You do, however, sense some magic, like, up above you somewhere. You can't quite
Is it like
pinpoint it.
so I wouldn't be able to say if it's like on top of this tower or
No, just somewhere up.
all right, well, I'll get in the tower and try and find stairs. And this could be a good time for Wayne to get in touch. Get that call.
Yep.
Hey, Ayet, would you like a souvenir?
What's that?
Oh, just something from this planet.
I mean, don't tell Jimothy, but this planet's kind of poop. I don't really know if I want to remember this place.
Well, fair enough. I do have a
I mean, if you
different
find
gift in
anything
mind.
interesting, like I won't say no, and I'll trust your judgment on that. But this is more like don't go out of your way for that kind of thing for me.
I'll see what I can find.
Just go by the nearest fast food shop and just get a bunch of chicken wings for her.
The most powerful souvenir.
It's temporary.
Yeah, you needed to remember something. You just have. Oh yeah.
Souvenir introduction to fast food chains.
Civilized food.
So, Jimothy.
Yeah.
As you are looking around for a good burger, you suddenly hear a number of soldiers nearby you shout, "Incoming!" and sprint in the direction of the shelter.
Oh, hey, I found a good time to get inside.
Yeah, guys, I think we should take cover. And, yeah, I head inside to just, like, beneath the counter or something. And, yeah, just take a look at the window just to see, or just listen what is going on.
Windows aren't a very safe thing to be by.
They sure aren't. Because not only do they not stop explosions, but they also create shrapnel.
Yeah,
Viceroy.
Troy's gonna eat it.
What, the explosion?
So I see Jimothy run in and I'm like, why? What's going to happen? Why are you here?
Don't know, but the soldiers are the soldiers are yelling about something incoming.
Strike is looking at what people are running from.
I want Sroik and Ayet to give me notice rolls.
I will give you a notice roll.
I'm happy with the notice result I got.
Alright, Sroik, you look up and you see a large metal thing flying towards you. It's like a cylindrical shape with a cone on the front.
Have I eaten anything like this before?
I don't think so.
He's eaten a ship before.
There is, given the nature of what people do with my planet, I think there is a chance that something like this could have shown up there.
Not armed.
Okay.
They would at least be smart enough not to drop armed weapons onto your planet.
Fair enough.
But also, like, for what it's worth, you got enough of a survival instinct to know that you don't want to have a heavy metallic thing fall on you.
Sure. I fly away from it.
Alright, give me an athletics roll and eye it. You look up again, you can sense that magic thing again. This time you're able to see that it is like streaking across the sky and then just stops.
Ooh, it just stopped. Okay, it's immobile.
No, it's gone.
Oh.
There's no longer magic up there.
Man, I was too late. Oh, man. Well, I think I'm still gonna make my way up just so I can have a roof view of the place. Rooftop view.
Alright. So, Sroik, you managed to get back inside.
Oh, I didn't say I'm going inside. I said I fly away. I fly. I go up into
Where do
the
you
air,
go? Okay.
like up into the air away from where this thing is going to land.
So you go high up into the sky. And you're seeing a lot more of these things just dropping all over the place in a line across this way. You also see off in this direction, as they're hitting the ground, they explode violently.
Have I passed the one that is nearest me in terms of vertical?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Well, I put 2 and 2 together and I continue flying up. And I fly to the top of this building. Like the roof. Well, they're tall towers. A reasonably high enough level looks like above the explosion radius.
You don't have that much time.
Okay.
So, you're
hold on.
walking up.
Do I have enough time to go in the window of one of these buildings?
Sure, if you want to smash through one of the windows.
Sure.
Alright.
So I do that.
So, you're walking through the stairs. Or up the stairs, whichever you prefer. Through the stairs
Probably
doesn't seem like it would get you very far.
You just T-pose and no-clip up to the floor.
I'm trying to practice my reverse long jump to.
So you're moving up the stairs, you're in the middle of a stairwell when suddenly you hear an explosion. Something that I don't believe you have ever heard before.
Really?
There's a possibility of maybe a magical explosion or something, but you're probably right. Not at this level of explosion.
It sounds like the world is shattering nearby. And the entire building is shaking.
That's not good.
I just have this gasp of wonder. Was it Winnie? Did she do something and I missed it? I'm gonna hurry down whatever stairs I went up to. I'm just gonna hurry back down. I'm gonna look out and see if I can see the results.
I want you to give me a physique roll.
Got it.
Not only do you not get badly hurt from any falling wreckage or the shaking or anything, but you manage to keep your footing and calmly walk down the stairs in the middle of an explosion.
Nice.
Look, that's not what's gonna scare me, apparently.
She did.
Not only that, but she
Die hard.
somehow materializes a pair of sunglasses just to put on.
You're afraid, but not of what you should be. The biggest fear you have right now is missing whatever Winnie's doing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I gotta catch up, see what's happening.
It takes me at least a session to ruin a planet.
Strike, give me an athletics roll.
Yes, I will do that for you, good sir. Hello.
Wow.
If this is a dodge, also, I still have the armor. You have aerodynamic carapace.
Speedy speed bug.
Alright, so that's like a 12.
Yeah.
That is beyond imagination.
So you dive through the window. You don't even break the window. You leave a U-shaped hole in the window.
Good. I just imagine, as a cockroach, the window is already open. I just slip in the crack.
And then the window shatters afterwards from the air left behind by you. There's a plume of fire that goes in through the window, into that hallway, but you don't even see it because you're around 6 corners by then.
Man, But do I smell it? Do I smell the fire coming at me?
Probably.
Sweet.
But a newer
it.
version of Chummer 5A has been automatically downloaded.
Oh, gotta run it is.
Shroik, eat Chummer.
Yum, 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 yum. I'll spend a fate point to eat Chummer updates.
There we go, I closed Chummer.
Yeah.
It should stop annoying me now. So, Timothy, Winnie, and Adora.
Yes.
You are all on the ground floor. At least one
Yeah.
of you has eyes, like, on the window.
Yeah.
So I want each of you to give me a physique roll.
Oh.
Not a negative.
Note that I'm smart and standing in the center.
Nice.
Wow. Timothy with the home planet advantage.
Now I'm the only one who actually took cover.
Yeah.
I didn't know when to say.
Yeah, I'll give you all a free invocation on cover.
Good.
Putting that up to
Succeeded.
a 1, and a 3.
I'll use mine for a reroll. My physique is at 2. It wasn't worth it.
Nice. Still not a negative, and not worse than before. Both of those things.
Does armor apply?
Yes.
That's a 1.
Right, so that's a 3. Does anybody else want to spend any fate points?
I might
Actually,
well.
I'm gonna spend my fate points to divert danger to the nearest person.
Do NPCs
Wow!
Wait, so you push and door in front of you, or what? Well, that's pretty good.
Rude.
And the nearest person is Strike.
Strike is way up.
Yeah.
And when he
Alright, so-
explicitly said that she's in a different place.
I
That's
feel like
far away from
I'm
windows.
on the spot here.
So, Adoro, how are you getting out of this situation?
Oh, same way I presumably try to get out of any other situation, which would be to prepare beforehand, which I didn't really take the chance to do, so
Laser explosion.
The glass will just give you a new layer to your dress.
I mean, yeah, but
Glass and crystal is pretty much the same thing, right?
oh yeah. I mean,
You are about to tank, like, 2 explosions worth of damage to the face.
yeah, I would like to like put up a wall in front of me first. They have time to do that after hearing or feeling the first explosion in the row. Given that
Yeah.
they probably started first on that side.
So go ahead and roll for it.
And that's crafts. I'm going to guess that's crafts.
Yeah.
Wow. It's something.
Yeah, I really don't like you today.
Die.
if Adora dies because of this, it's going to be entirely my fault.
Yes.
Yes, it will.
Or at least half your fault. One of the
No, very
explosions because of you.
Okay, and presumably I can.
I mean, if it was because of me, she wouldn't have to take the second explosion with her family.
So she has to deal with twice as many explosions.
Okay, so I mean, I'm going to be level with you. I don't really know how to play this game just yet,
Sure.
so I'm not sure what else am I allowed to do, like spend fake coins and say that my aspects are somehow relevant. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what it's worth is like situational aspects, but I'm not sure which of these would apply.
So currently, thanks to your wall, you're able to reduce the damage down to 2 3-shift hits.
You could survive that.
you know,
You won't die from that. You might get maimed, but oh no, you could take even without any any physical. What am I looking for?
You'd get like
Physique.
you'd get like 2 stress boxes worth of stress, which is just temporary, and like 1 mild consequence, I think.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say even without any physique, you still have a 1, a 2, and a 3, I believe.
yeah. So
No,
that would be enough.
you only have
It's
a
just
1
a
and a
one.
2.
Darn. Do you have any physique at all?
One.
Yeah.
You don't use
mean-
physique for that in this setting.
Oh, shield, right?
Yeah,
Computer.
it's computer.
But
It's
physique
computer.
does add armor, right? What's your armor?
I don't know yet. No one ever told me about armor.
Yeah. Did you didn't give yourself the computer skill then?
No, not as far as I can tell.
Okay.
So you have physique plus 2 points to distribute between weapons and armor.
So 3.
Mind you, you do have some sort of gun for shoot, so you have to take that into account as well.
You could also give yourself a stunt that allows you to use physique in place of computer for stuff.
Right,
Or,
although I'm not certain whether that's really the best use of my
Yeah.
physique, given that it's a 1, but sure.
I mean, like, if you want to spend stuff, you do have as one of your aspect Wandering Miracle Worker. It's a miraculously the explosion just doesn't seem to get the worst of you.
Destruction isn't always evil. You
Well,
just take that. You just
could
take
say-
that damage.
You could
Okay,
say,
so-
you could say miraculously as far as with the explosion that was redirected from Jimothy actually interferes with the first one, canceling each other out slightly.
You could invoke Cause No Death because you are defending Jimothy, whether
Yeah.
it was intentional or not.
Yeah.
Basically, like, you can spend the fate point on any of these, and that gives you an extra +2 or the chance to reroll, whichever you think is best.
I mean, this roll was not the worst, so I guess I'll just take a +2 from...
Yeah, and that's
Thanks
that's
to...
basically-
I've tested in the past how walls stand up to damage, because I predicted I would be putting up walls resistant to stuff. That was the time of Hoarder of Structures. So I know how to put up an explosion-resistant wall. Like the best kind of architecture for that. Is that a good crafts explanation?
Like, what you need to be invoking is aspects.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hoarder of Structure is one of his aspects.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I spend a fate coin somehow. I guess I just drag it
So you
out.
just throw it on the table.
Well, here it is. There you go. And that gives me a 6 on this roll.
And you're not limited to just doing it once. Like, as long as you got coins, you can keep layering on.
Well, you can't do it more than once per aspect. I think.
Well, one, yeah, per aspect.
Well,
that's-
yeah, but I have plenty of aspects, but I feel like this should be sufficient for this situation. Let's see if the rest of the session throws something at me.
Alright. And I'm going to ask for another physique roll.
The second one passed the -1, okay. Can I reroll that?
If you invoke
Yes.
an aspect.
Oof.
Yes. What's the story for this roll so that I can make up a proper counter story?
Alright, so you put down your wall. It's... is this fantastic? I don't know.
Yeah, I
That's,
think it is.
that's an aspect right there.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yes. It's a fantastic wall to protect people behind it.
You throw down this wall in just a split second right before the explosion hits. The explosion goes down, you feel the ground shaking, you hear the glass shattering, shards just fly all over the place into the wall, and then the wall itself shatters. You get hit by the combined effects of the explosion and just crystal fragments. You take
Double
a
shrapnel.
one shift hit from one, and you're resisting the other.
Okay. So... guess I'm going to invoke my... guess I'm going to invoke the Destruction Isn't Always Evil and try to, destroy what's flying at me off the wall so that it doesn't hit me at all.
I love it. Do it.
Sure, I'm in
What's happening?
second.
Destruction isn't evil, so it's not going to hurt her as much.
I mean... yeah. The wall
I'm
has
just
served its purpose.
imagining Adora just dark siding all of the crystal fragments as they're flying through the air.
Dark side.
Like,
Oh, you mean the Omega
Yeah.
beams, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay, well, second coin, I guess.
welcome to coins.
Well, that was fun, so I rerolled the literally 4 minuses.
Yes.
It can't get any worse.
That is true.
It can, at best, be just as bad. Okay, give me something. Okay, fine.
All right.
It's 4 better than last time.
I know. It's natural this time.
All right, you
Okay,
managed
so-
to pull it off. You get yourself and Jimothy through this with only minor injuries.
Yeah.
You're a little shook.
So,
I
how
roll
much
light on
stress
the
do I mark?
1 box.
And that literally goes away at the end of the scene.
Okay, plus
You
1.
just fill your 1 box.
Okay, done.
Yeah, characters in Fate are very hardy. It's very hard to die.
Meanwhile, Winnie. Adora conveniently put up a wall to protect you.
Yes, I did. That's what I do.
Thank you.
So that combined with whatever cover you had is enough to cancel out the damage.
This is a
Hooray!
pretty weak bomb.
I mean,
It was
we're not
only 8
directly
shifts.
underneath it. Like,
Adora's social link with Winnie goes up by 1.
Nice.
It's a good thing that I told everybody to take cover.
It's a good thing I made
Still thanks to
cover.
me that nobody died.
This is all
Nobody in
what
here
he's saying in
died.
character.
Nobody even got injured.
And I look at a crack I have.
How's the building doing, by the way?
Probably not well.
Not nearly as well as you guys are.
Um,
You mean it didn't dodge?
Can I shore up the wall to also... Oh, right, it broke. Can I toss up some support pillars?
Give me some crafts.
Sure.
Wow.
Legendary.
This is... Yeah, so I reinforce the building so it doesn't fall over, I guess.
This wall is made of the finest craftsmanship. It is decorated with spikes of crystal and adorned with rings of even more crystal.
Yeah, it's like shot through with crystal veins now and it's holding up.
So MVP Adora here not only manages to basically tank the entire explosion, but also just reinforce the entire building.
Yeah.
Tank 2 entire explosions?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah,
I must say,
earning her
basically
place.
3.
yeah, basically this is what I imagined I would be doing in this game, so it's going great. Thank you.
Well, now that you fulfilled your goal, that's basically raising a red flag then.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Ayat.
Yeah, what am I seeing outside of this building?
It feels like while you're walking down, the building that you're in seems to be tilting.
Oh. Alright. I'm gonna go a little faster than walking down them.
Yeah, these buildings do something.
You do.
Would you like to give me some athletics?
No, but I will regardless. Sweet. Let me think about this.
You're like, oh, I've never walked in a sideways building before.
Alright. I want to invoke see the patterns and all thing to kind of guess how the building is listing and where it remains safe to hurry along so that it is a safe journey out.
Alright, I can see it.
I'm just wondering if it's better to re-roll or to just take a 2.
3 minuses.
That was
2
a
minuses,
minus
2
2, so
neutrals.
on average it would be the same.
Alright, I'll take a chance with the roll then. Here you
So there's
go.
just as much chance of it being worse as better.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Isn't there more chance? Hey!
Wow. The exact same.
Well, there's another plus and another minus in there.
Yeah, you could like. No, actually no.
So yeah,
Need
it was
athletic.
worse than spending for a +2 in this
Yeah.
situation.
It sure was. Nothing really matches anything else, so.
Well, what
You also
floor-
need
what,
to spend that fate point.
What
Did I
floor
not-
is I on?
Did I not?
Yeah,
I
she
don't
did.
see-
Ben?
Oh, it was? Alright.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
completed it.
Too many fate points have been spent this scene.
You're trying to con me out of my fate points here. I don't know how I feel about
It's like, and now that you've paid the payment charge,
Does Ayet get a sense of deja vu from a past life?
So what floor is Ayat on?
Probably not that high, maybe the third floor. And then you were already going down, so like second floor coming down to the first floor.
So like, if a building's falling over, I feel like the lower down you are, the less affected you'd be. As long as it's not collapsing from the top down, then it's the opposite, maybe.
That's true.
So I want you to give me a D4.
Alright.
It's a roll to see where in the building it snapped into.
So that was to determine which direction it's falling in.
Oh, wow.
Can you
Things
guess
are
which
not
direction
good
a
at all.
1 was?
I figured it'd be based on the Cardinals.
North?
You know, it's the face of a clock. One is.
Oh, that's not where I thought one was going to be at all.
But you
Oh,
thought one
no.
there.
Yeah, you
Well,
rolled
you
a
know-
1.
Can I just say, for the record, at least it isn't.
Well, this building is reinforced. It's fine.
Yeah. See,
How's
they've
this
got that
building-
going for it.
How does an ellipse-shaped building fall anyway other than back or forward?
With great effort.
Well, I mean, if the explosion, like, eats this, I can kind of see it happen. Whoops, I thought I was not on the paint tool.
It's a fish now. So, the building's tottering, and maybe even teetering.
Yeah, so the building begins to fall. It smashes into the other building, which then also tilts a little bit, but remains standing.
Yay.
Good job, Adora.
Thank.
And Ayet falls down the stairs.
Alright, what kind of damage might take?
I told you, dog. I warned you about stairs.
I can't wait to be a useless shit all day and learn about all this magic.
I can't wait.
Just
for
take a mild consequence.
Alright, go with, like, sprained ankle or something. Is that mild?
Alright.
Off
I can't wait to call that one against you.
When the next building falls.
Yeah, honestly.
The next bomb is dropped.
Okay, one, everything has calmed down. I call everybody on the comms.
Strike is flying outside and continues to not have comm.
But he's not strike then. I guess Rooney can do that once with.
First, Winnie goes and gives Adora a hug, and then a kiss.
Oh, a smoocher.
I only had to kiss one, but I want to make sure.
Does Adora count as a beautiful woman?
Yeah.
I mean,
Crystally feminine.
yeah.
Being beautiful can be the actions instead.
Uh,
Don't behave
so,
beautifully.
by the way, Pizza Pony, I sent you the thing I made out of your pixel art. Think
Yes.
it's worth posting to main chat.
Oh, it's up to you.
Okay, well. It's not the best thing, I just made it with little skill in like some minutes, but right. So, I mean, I suppose, yeah, kinda. For any that were wondering about the past question. Just let me smile in real life, okay?
Alright,
Does
so
she have
you
a
did
mouth?
That's a lot more humanoid than I was imagining.
Stroik looks
me-
at the carnage in the
You put that on the
streets.
stream. Whoa, it's an image.
It's not the best. I want to draw it properly sometime, but
You know, the stream wouldn't have ever really seen the character lineup that I've made, would they?
They wouldn't, would they? It's kind of funny to think about.
Hey, everyone listening, visualize all of our characters. I'm sure you know what they look
Yeah.
like.
Let me put the newest version up there.
I'm sure people have their version in their mind, and now they see the official lineup and it doesn't match, and it's like, ah! I thought Strike was green.
Stroik can be any color.
That's what
you
milk looked like?
yeah, this art of milk is really not representative of what we've seen.
Oh yeah, I forgot to delete the leg brace since that burnt off.
A whole lot burnt off.
Not long with the leg, I hope.
Alright, so Timothy was doing something?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of feel like we lost our roleplay.
Right. So I think we're all in agreement that this place is not. We're not gonna stay here for too long, right?
Yes, it's
I will agree through communication
Oh,
device.
Yeah, like I was hoping that it's gonna be, somewhat inhabitable, but not under these circumstances. But I kind of wanted to make it worthwhile anyway. So, what do y'all think of, bringing something nice for Jazz? Like, I don't know, something valuable.
Kaz did wanted to come here to see a museum.
Yeah, we should find a museum or something and just bring
Put
some
it on
works
the
of
ship.
art with us. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sure. What's a museum?
It's a place where people put pretty or valuable things so other people can look at them and learn what the past was like or something, or just to show off what wealth people.
Sounds terrible, but if that's what everyone wants to do, sure, I'm game.
I'm not sure whether I have a com or
Mm-hmm.
Probably
you're-
not, since you just got here.
Yeah.
But you're in the area, so.
okay. Well,
Winnie, you can teleport, right? Can you? How much can you bring with you?
Well, whatever I can fit in my pockets.
Okay,
Except,
so
like,
not
I rolled up a painting.
So all you need to do is get Ayet over here and just cast random spells on you guys until one of you shrinks.
or until one of us gets a bag of holding.
I mean, are we playing with the Pokemon yet now, or
There's one move that lets
Ayet,
the
use
user shrink.
minimize.
Yeah, I just need to keep going until that happens. I mean, isn't all the buildings are all abandoned? I'm sure we can just get in and.
We just have to watch out for the turrets. They've been pretty trigger happy lately.
Well, we just have to take care of them first.
So, yeah,
Sounds like a plan.
Stroik has left the building and is looking at the streets and what has been left by the bombs.
Oh, they left you a feast.
I wish to find a guard if they came out of shelter by now.
How big were the blast radiuses of these bombs?
So, Adora, looking around, it doesn't look like those guards made it to shelter.
Ooh, I go over to them.
They should have just stuck with us.
You know, it's great when it's like, it looks like they didn't survive, and the first response is, ooh! Jeez, I'm sorry. They didn't make it. Oh!
Can I have them?
Are they claimed?
Is there anything else around that looks like it could have claimed them?
Alright, so what are you doing with it?
I start chewing the leg off.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you.
Adora now sees the real party.
Hey, at least he's
No.
already dead.
Now the little wolf is just desecrating the corpse.
It's just a corpse.
That's the spirit.
This is my culture.
I wish to help the person when they were alive. Now, maybe I'll just take a scan of their brain in case I ever find out how to bring people back to life. What do you think?
Sure, you can try.
Okay, do I give you a shot to disintegrate the head?
Yes.
The head is gone.
Yeah,
And
you
I-
singed the brain a bit.
Oh. Well, It was an experiment. It's still a better chance than if... Doesn't seem like anyone else was planning to try to bring them to life.
Yeah,
Eventually.
laser brain surgery requires a little bit more than great precision.
I mean, I don't want to, just cut up the brain and try to fix it right here, right now, but rather just remove it all and store it in my memory.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll be able to put it back
So
properly.
then, yeah, you just analyze the brain then,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
yes.
You eating brains over there?
Kind of.
Her brain ate a brain.
Well, as far as we can interpret things, she shot a beam and then the guy's head is gone. Yeah, she's a brain eater. Nothing bad with that.
Which
Wow,
one?
Dora, that's neat.
I've got to fit her in, right?
I call to Ayet if I see her. Hey, I got your present.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming in slow, but I'm coming.
Oh, did something happen?
Yeah.
And then I see the building leaning against this building.
Didn't it start tilting?
Yeah, it's leaning a bit.
But we were on the ground floor, so I don't know if the ground floor is leaning too.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I'll meet you halfway there. And I present you the leg, kind of like as if it was a big turkey leg you would get from a fair.
Could you like remove the clothing or anything, or is it just the leg with like the pant leg and boot and everything?
You see, like the pants are like a wrapper, so you can hold it without getting your hand messy.
Oh, Winnie, you think of everything.
So luckily that Google
this leg is
search.
purple skinned. I'm guessing. Given it's this planet Timothy is from.
Or are people all colors here?
It's very diverse.
I see.
It's all pre-cooked.
And only lightly irradiated.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good thing that Google search told me if both ogres or oni eat humans. And they do.
Maybe there are cheese puffs in this store.
Gonna take a tentative bite. I figured it'd be pretty good.
It's a 4.
It's a bit overcooked for my taste, but I don't tell Winnie.
It tastes better than Jimothy.
Oh, wait, did you ever taste Timothy?
I tasted his blood when he
This
was
is getting
bleeding.
not safe for work, in case anyone is watching the stream at work.
Was it before we met, or?
Oh, that was before you came on board. I
Figures.
think.
Well, from going on forward until there's no more left, I'm holding a leg like a big turkey leg as described, and going to be working on it as the scenes progress.
I go back and get myself an arm.
I already got the head, so oh well. I guess that's my share.
Look, it's been 3 years since I've been able to have a live humanoid.
Since we've had
Very
fresh anything, really.
Well,
So
we have the
these
meat.
buildings
That's true.
these buildings here are still kinda standing, so I guess I'll just inspect them to see if they aren't going to fall over when I leave.
Oh yeah, Jimothy, like, it's impressive they got so many towers here, but they're not very good at being towers, I feel like.
It's more like that the other side is very good at making towers stop being towers. Which is partly why I don't want to be here anymore. Have you seen the people out here? They're also really pretty good at making them not be people anymore.
Yeah, that's quick. Like, I thought we'd be here for like a week or something as we visit. Like, we just got here.
Yeah.
We should at least go to the museum.
Right.
Whatever that is.
Want to get
Yes.
a thing for jazz since
Maybe it's that building right there.
Is it just me, or when I hear this party say, "I'd like to go to the museum to get something for someone," I don't think they're talking about the gift shop.
I mean, are you just going to leave these priceless artifacts here to be destroyed by further
Oh
bombs?
no,
Let's just take them with us.
strike in a museum.
So the museum is on this side. It's the larger one.
Point to it again.
Oh,
Left
Okay.
side, top corner.
you only have
Maybe
access to
they
half
both
of
do that, please.
It's already half destroyed.
That one
I'm
is
guessing-
much more sturdy than the other nearby buildings, as was the hangar.
But just as irradiated.
But who isn't at least a little bit irradiated in this day and age?
Yeah.
Bananas.
Somebody's snapping
No.
a banana.
Banana? What about banana?
I'm gonna lean on
Bananas.
Winnie though, as we walk, because my foot ain't doing good.
Oh.
Oh, what's happening?
Sprain your ankle there.
Well, yeah, I was in that tower, that bad tower. It fell while I was climbing it.
You should feel
Uh,
it.
if we still have Polina, we could just like replace that leg.
Uh,
I mean, we have our ship with the quantum room or the quantum utility engine.
I mean,
You
we
also
have
just have
actual
a Dora.
doctors. Like, look, it's fine. Just help me out. Well, it's fine. We can do the thing, and we'll let it heal afterwards.
Just
Cool.
have Winnie take your piggyback.
Yeah.
Give me my piggyback, piggyback, piggyback.
It's a good thing you're not much bigger than me.
You mean it's a shame that he's not the most bigger. Just imagine have like a 7 foot tall Hulk just riding on 3 foot tall Winnie.
oh. Oh. I didn't realize.
So, anything stopping us on our journey towards the museum?
Just the
Nope.
lack of us not moving our tokens.
Strike's gonna talk to the guards while you guys go do that.
Yeah, Strike didn't join our meeting, so yeah, you can keep doing what you want.
Strike is going to try and accomplish a more in-depth like topic on like why is this attack happening? Like what is their motive? What are they after? What are they seeking to gain? And just like what's going on? Is this normal?
For some reason, the guards around here don't seem interested in responding to you.
I don't care. I keep asking anyway.
You coming, Jimothy?
Alright, the map is a thing.
Always fun.
Did Winnie call sorry?
Troik, do you want to look at the neat stuff?
Is people still not answering?
I guess there's some statues that we
No.
can't we can just have you meet them.
No, they're not answering, so they are answering.
Thrike is busy talking to corpses.
The guards say no.
I'm not talking to the dead corpse. I'm not talking to the dead guards. I'm talking to any other ones that are maybe around.
There
they're
are
not
no
around.
other guards.
Okay, then fine.
I mean,
Like you were
that's what-
just after the explosion.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I established when I tried fighting Annie.
Sure.
Fuse, draw doors.
Nobody likes doors. Top-down doors suck.
I don't have to. A door is right there.
I'll make
I'll-
a door. I'll spend a fate point to make a door. I won't.
I did it.
No, the door's over here.
Well, that's a hole made by the explosion.
I can make my own if you insist.
Sure, make a third one.
Crystal
No, it's
doorway.
okay.
It's the Crystal Castle.
I have a crystal castle on the home planet.
You're a Crystal Castle.
She kind of is.
Yeah, it's debatable.
So I'd consider that a compliment.
Except I can move around, that's better than a castle.
Right, so Sroik has entered the museum before anyone else.
That feels accurate.
It has definitely seen better days. There's artwork covering the floors.
Do I see any garbage?
there's artwork covering the floors.
Magic notice.
Am I gonna get a compel?
You sure are.
I'll accept your compel.
Alright, Sroik is now eating expensive works of art off the floor.
Hey,
I mean, if they're
Strike.
on the floor, they're probably no longer in mint condition, so, you know.
Art that has been devalued in any way is no longer worth anything. Everyone knows this.
I guess I'll just look for any hooks on walls and try putting some of the artwork back up.
I'm gonna say that specifically, Stroik is going after like statues that look like living things at one point.
What
And
about
I'm going.
still eating off a bowl of fruit?
And the wax fruit. Absolutely, Stroik is eating the wax fruit.
And Ayat, you don't see anything magical, but you do notice what looks like a turret spinning up.
Scanning up.
Is that why we're talking about earlier? About the
I don't even answer. I just duck behind the cover, like a corner or whatever again.
I'm going to try to attack that turret using my thing.
Oh, your thing.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Blast burn.
I've actually had this generator open since since you mentioned it.
There you go.
It's Spirit Shackle.
Oh!
Oh, so it's a nice little ghost arrow. Okay.
Spirit.
It's very accurate.
Move. Inflicts damage, prevents foe from fleeing or switching out. Oh boy, it won't be able to run away.
Yeah, it's Decidueye's signature move.
Also, it does damage, so I'm gonna roll.
80 power. It's a physical attack.
Oh, it's a physical?
That's good.
Alright, cancel. I'm gonna roll.
But it's ranged, so that would be a shoot.
Yeah, it's a shoot. With an arrow.
Okay.
A physical arrow or a magic arrow?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
A ghost arrow, but a physical one, somehow.
Yeah.
Stitching the target's shadow to the ground. That's some shadowmancy right there.
Yeah, so you suddenly like materialize a bow and arrow made out of ghost and shoot at the shadow of the turret instead of the turret itself.
Next milestone, give me shoot. So mediocre it is.
Not bad.
Not bad. Would physical armor whatever fit with this?
Weapon?
Yeah, weapon, because I got 2 weapons, so technically it'd be 1.
I think that your weapon would be related to the power of the move.
Okay, fair enough.
So, at least one weapon?
I'm gonna say it's power divided by 30. Rounded up.
Alright.
So
Great.
Spirit Shackle would have weapon of 3.
So that's
a
technically not
2.
as... Yeah, it's a 2. I'll take it.
2, shoot. I like the implication of weapon, where it's just like, even if you fuck up, your weapon's there. You're still doing good. It does
Right.
better without you.
So you fire your ghost arrow into the shadow of the turret, and the turret just kind of snaps.
The cause and effect here makes a lot of sense.
And then it hangs from the shadow, because the shadow is pinned to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Shrike goes over and eats the turret head.
So the gun of the turret just snaps off, but doesn't actually fall.
You can just
Nice.
see the break.
Nice shot.
Oh my
So,
god.
thank you. Well, yeah, it's a new thing I've been trying. I'm glad you like it.
Free gun if anyone wants it.
And you hear more turrets spinning up.
How many would we be able to tell?
You can hear them all over the building.
Well,
Do they look mobile at all, or are they stationary?
No, they
within?
don't appear to be mobile.
Winnie, can you summon something intangible that could still attack these turrets?
Oh boy.
Possibly.
Get a magnemite. That'll make all the bullets go where they're not shot.
Hey, if you manage to do it, you could just like go around and destroy turrets all over the place. That's like bound to cause chaos. You like that, right?
Really, what you want? You want to get a rotom.
Yeah.
You should just like take over the turrets and you shoot the other ones.
Rotom, take form of gun.
I just
Yeah.
noticed something in the spirit shackle art. While the Decidueye is aiming, they actually like pull on the string of the hoodie to narrow the field of view.
it's complicated. Being an owl man is complicated.
It's been used as the bowstring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the bowstring. Being an owl man is complicated.
So it narrows the field of view and provides more support for being used as a bowstring. That's some really nice detail.
That's a 1,000 blank white cards quote right there. Being an owl man is complicated.
Yeah. I can do that next game.
Anyway, I do summon something.
Oh man, what is it?
I can only choose the game unless I decide to spend a fake coin or just summon something else after.
Which game?
I think I'm gonna go with Mega Man Battle Network. So it'll be something in the turret's system.
Something robot. Banana. You're gonna get Dr. Wowie.
You can ask him to hack the turrets.
Yes, I'll hack it with my mustache.
Fuse is a collector of random generators.
Yes.
Should you get your generator out? Wouldn't be hard. Fuse is grunting. Everybody duck for cover.
That'd be funny if I got the turret virus.
I'm not actually sure how to randomize the full list.
Oh.
Can't you just roll a dice and pick that number card down the list?
Yeah, okay. Roll me a 1D 363.
Okay.
They're not numbered, by the way.
Oh. Alright, I'll roll the dice.
I'll try to copy paste it into Excel.
I mean, could be lucky and get one close to one of the both extremes.
Yeah.
1D. 2.
It isn't. Also, Winnie?
Yes.
I guess the die has been rolled.
Well, it's gonna take Fuse a while to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Also, did you know Election Day is coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't live in the US, so I voted on mine like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we
His
also
phone-
had elections not long ago.
These phone calls with messages keep coming.
Yeah, I don't even pick up the landline anymore. There's no one left.
You could be the winner of 100 free cruises.
I don't have time to go on any cruises.
For responding a political survey, you can win cruises now.
Well, yes, you could, for instance, win Ted Cruz. That's a cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Summer cruise.
That card is not a summonable.
So it whips.
Nah, just reroll.
Gotta
It's
reroll.
re-rolled.
I'll re-roll.
I will. God. Who's
I'd
doing the
press
summoning
up.
here?
I'd press up and enter. Fuse told me to roll the dice.
No, we didn't.
Did.
Alright, I'm gonna do it a little differently.
Ooh.
Out of curiosity, what was the card that was first rolled?
It was playing dirty.
Playing dirty.
That's a very vague name.
70% cacao.
Alright, I limited it to cards that depict entities, and now the number is 41.
Alright, Winnie.
Ha.
Dice. Very good, I'm laying in bed.
I'm sitting in bed.
Wish I could.
You summon Snake Man.
Wow. Oh, but it's Battle Network Snake Man. It's not as cool as the real one.
I forget what he looks like.
It's like a snake in a pot.
You know what I just
With
realized?
arms.
Yeah.
It's like
Since we've already established that everything when he summons comes from somewhere else in the universe, and like the whole idea about Mega Man, originally at least, I don't know if this continued being a thing, is every robot he fought was originally some utility thing. So I'm just imagining when he's summoning one of the robot masters, like in the middle of construction, or like some other important civic duty. It's like, nope, you're here now. Whatever you're doing, completely ruined.
Access forbidden.
Whoa!
I'm going to throw in that the Snake Man arrives in a cardboard box because some things don't change.
Well, Snake Man is inside the computer system.
See if this works.
Yes. At least it's the page where I can see it.
Yeah.
Who has this card? Who wants this card? Probably not a lot of people.
Either one. The people that have it don't want it, and those that want it don't have it.
That's why we trade.
No. It's actually really easy to get cards for this game.
Just print them out.
You can still buy them,
Oh.
and
looks
like
they
nobody
canceled.
wants them.
Oh. Alright, bucket list. Buy everyone. Buy every card.
So yeah, Snake Man's
Well.
here now.
I tell him to do something about these turrets and have them not shoot at us.
Right, so Snake Man jumps into the turrets as they start opening fire.
Should strike roll athletics.
No. Because for whatever reason, they're aiming for the art.
Ah.
Huh.
Huh.
Isn't that in strike though?
I mean, they can't be that valuable if they're willing to destroy them.
This is like a if we can't have it, neither can you mentality. Like this is immeasurably valuable, completely priceless. No one could put a cost on this piece, and I will fucking destroy it if you lay a hand on it. I swear to God.
And yeah, Troik and Adora wouldn't have any idea this is happening because of that, of me.
Huh.
Yeah, your group would just see the turrets, turn up and start to shoot at the work.
Yeah. Strike's like, finally, someone who gets it. Garbage should be gotten rid of.
I take whatever nearest painting that isn't shot and just take it out of the frame and roll it up.
Alright, roll athletics.
Roll for rolling.
I wish to shoot the turrets.
Shoot him.
And afterwards, I'm gonna ask if I can see any art that looks like it's something that's wearable.
Alright, Winnie, you managed to dodge a minigun as it's shooting at you.
Roll.
Ooh.
Good.
See if you can find any art that depicts werewolves.
Oh, this is just for jazz. Is there a random art generator? I mean, never mind, I know there is.
Time to boot up RimWorld.
Right, after
Dwarf Force
a
is locked
short
right
period, the turrets stop shooting.
Is that short period the time it takes for them to destroy all art?
Close to, but they don't get all of it.
Wonderful.
Assumedly,
What's
some
left?
would be out of angle.
Yeah.
You get a report back from Snake Man.
Mm-hmm.
The turrets were trying to shoot the art for some reason, but I was able to stop them.
Well,
Were you though?
good job.
You did it.
I'm curious as to why they were shooting the art. But Strike doesn't know or care to ask.
Winnie either. As long as they're not shooting at us.
Well, let's get this art out of here before they start shooting again, because it should be preserved.
Oh, you know,
What's
walk into
left
a
of it?
war zone, loot the museum while no one's looking. We're the good guys, right?
Look,
Yeah. Like, we're not hurting anybody, are we?
Yeah, honestly, in terms of our everything, this is pretty low key
Well,
compared to the norm.
If we kept going from planet to planet committing murders and only murders, it's like, okay, we're one-note criminals, fine. But we're just running the gambit now.
Well, better go to the bathroom and turn the sinks on.
Yeah. Wasting water, high treason.
Every time we go to a planet, we roll on a crime generator to figure out what crime we're gonna commit.
Watering waste, also treason.
If Fuse doesn't. I was trying to talk about Strike and accidentally said Fuse instead.
Yeah, your character is just anybody who isn't you.
okay, well.
I yet was looking for something wearable.
Mm-hmm.
Find a costume worn by David Bowie.
Oh, I'm curious.
Wearable art.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
make two
some
of your characters.
wearable art.
Some
Very
high-end
expensive,
fashion clothes.
like ancient clothing.
Like Pharaoh mask.
Most of it is just full of bullet holes.
So anything that survived, that'd be interesting.
Is this just an art museum, or is this just like a museum?
Both.
It's an all-purpose museum.
So
multiple
clearly
wings.
there's some.
With an auction house.
So,
Ooh.
museums, at least the larger ones, the larger museums tend to have like storage. So I don't know if they'd have turrets down there too. And if
I
they did,
wouldn't know that, because otherwise I'd go look for that.
yeah. I mean, maybe there's like a map. Well, no, the storage wouldn't be on the map. And for those visiting our art department,
Well, I mean, like, if we're willing to, like, run around and explore for, like, more than 5 minutes, I'm sure at some point we'll stumble upon it.
Yeah, I'd clearly be up for that.
I feel like there's a certain percentage of our group which is more attracted to locked doors.
Yeah.
To put it that way. Oh, I can't go down here? That means that's where I'm going.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, the
Tanks on
door's
display
closed.
here.
We're not allowed.
So, Ayet, I want you to give me an investigate. See if
Hey,
you
I
can
have
find
that.
some. Yeah, you don't find any wearable artwork that is fully intact. Unless you want to spend some fate points.
I'm gonna wait until we might end up in the storage room.
Yeah.
What can I roll to appreciate art?
Notice?
Will.
A different character.
Shrike has been on a very determined mission to try and understand civilization and its various nooks and crannies.
Okay, I wish to search for a strong room or vault where I could stash away some of the artwork so that it would not be destroyed by an errant bomb blast.
Alright, give me an investigate.
Right?
Watch.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. You found the
The
vault.
real reason the turrets were shooting the art is because it was all fake, put there to lure in the bandits.
There is a massive vault door.
Okay, well. So, anyone willing to listen to my idea? Let's just pile up stuff against this door here. And then I'm just going to put up a dome around it. And then we can, I guess, take some especially fragile things with us.
I want to see what's on the other side first. Like,
Okay,
who knows what's...
but don't break the door, okay?
See
no,
what?
I'm not more finesse.
See what's inside what? I say through our communicators.
What's the face found a heavily protected steel, whatever door.
Yeah, Jimothy, go ahead and give me a burglary roll for getting through a massive vault door.
I wanna get use a reroll. We're invoking. Let's see. Made off with a ton of loot from a doomed cruise ship full of wealthy people. So I basically just locked a lot of picks. Picked a lot of locks.
Very specific.
All right,
aspect.
go ahead.
Honestly.
Oh,
That is.
okay. Throw it way over there.
Wow.
Alright, so that was the average result.
Would you accept help, or is it too late because you rolled already?
I would if you.
I got burglary, so.
Oh, nice. So that's a
I also-
4.
Strike also has burglary. if you're accepting help from Stroik.
How does Rorik?
So that's a 5.
Stroik gets.
Stroik does have antennae, which are very sensitive to movements in the air and shit. One could press them up against a door to hear the tumblers.
Yeah, and Strike is just generally good at getting into tight places.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So that's a 5.
Five is pretty superb.
It was enough to find the vault.
But it's not enough to open it.
Oh well.
Right. I want to try something at it then.
Please don't
Will
break
it
it.
cause massive collateral damage?
Look,
Because
I
also I
want
just
to
want to
see
be.
what's in it.
Okay, okay. Just wait till I'm out of range.
Just
I
please.
back off.
You won't see what's in it if there isn't anything past it once you're done.
I mean, I'm doing it right now.
Alright, you're gonna do a thing?
Yep.
I'm just going to sigh.
Roll for disappointment.
It bites the door with Hyper Fang.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Hey, wait. No. If it was Super Fang, I would be like, hey, that means the door's health is reduced by half.
I have 10% chance to make the door flinch.
Something just opens.
So I guess that's physical, and it has a power of 80, so it has.
Okay, so give me a
3.
fight with 3 weapons.
I did say in my thing though that if it's like hitting physically rather than fight, I use physique.
Oh, okay.
So
physique with 3 weapon.
yeah. Wow, minus.
It works about as well as I would expect.
I see patterns. I know where to bite.
During
So that puts it up to a 3.
During the cooling process of the door, the metal.
Actually, I'm going to use that not as a plus, but as a reroll, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Plus.
There you go.
So that's a 6.
7 with the plus and the weapon thing.
Can Winnie help in biting?
Can Strike help in biting?
Well, you've both got physique.
Strike can.
Yeah. Strike will assist with physique.
I've learned this from you.
Alright, so Ayat, thanks to spending that fate point, instead of shattering your jaw, you and Strike managed to eat through a highly secure vault.
Wait, weren't we instructed to try and open it without harming the door?
Well, look.
Just
Without
not
harming
to
what's
damage
inside.
what's behind
Strike
it.
just see, like, Strike's just following orders, but then he sees you biting the door, he's like, well, fuck it.
You two went there, but a doormate did a really good job supporting that building that got blown away from that bomb. So she can.
Strike's like, I'm hopping on this train while I can.
So, like, Jimothy, Adora, these two are literally eating a vault door.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
I just bite off and spit out. I do not have the digestive tract that Strike has, but.
Strike's like eating around the crane candle thing and just opening up a gaping hole in it.
Can you please minimize the amount of damage so that it isn't too difficult to fix, please?
Yeah, no, Strike could just eat a hole through, probably.
Shrike
Problem
eat
is-
hole.
Problem is, Strike, if Strike was minimizing damage, Strike has a very thin body despite being 6 feet tall, they're very like inches thin. So to fit through a whole Shrike made that is Shrike shaped, would need some burglary or a very oddly shaped skeleton.
But I'm making a bigger hole than that. So
Yeah, you're just assisting.
Fair.
all right,
Imagine.
everyone get in.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Can't you just open it from inside now?
The door does not
Trolls
flinch.
usually don't.
it doesn't. Oh, sad.
You know, yeah, I think
Would it have been a 1 or a 10?
10.
Okay, just want to
You know
make
what I
sure
think?
for the future.
you know what I think would be a very safe course of eating through the door would be just eating around the edges to break the bolts that go into the walls. So the door is still all there. It just can't be locked anymore.
Oh, I'm going for like the messiest work possible.
Oh sure, Strike's just following everything. I'm just saying. Anyway,
Should
door
have just
opens.
eaten the walls.
The door opens, quote unquote.
So we're in.
Yeah, you
What
did
do
it.
we see?
Okay,
You got
so
through into the vault, and there are boxes.
Are there turrets?
No.
Alright, let's take a look-see at what's in here.
I should have made this bigger.
We had a brief breaching over the equilibrium line of morality. It's like we're gonna put all these artistic goods somewhere the bombs can't hurt them.
yes.
Let's see what else is down.
No, you know where the bombs can't hurt them? Space.
I mean that's also
Yeah,
true.
my
That's, but then they already can't have been hurt.
Right.
Exactly.
I want
like
a notice roll
Strike will make a notice roll.
for the group.
For the group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'm just gonna. I've got
Strike
one,
has like
so I'm gonna.
+4.
Who's got the best?
So
Yes,
it's going
right.
to be a teamwork notice.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the highest notice, which is
Strike's at +4, I think.
yes.
Mhm.
+4.
yeah.
I
I'm at
have
+3.
one, so that's one teamwork. Who else does?
I have +3 notice, so that's another
1.
+1. Yeah,
And one from me.
+3.
Does Adora
Adora?
have notice?
I believe I have like one of it, so
Right.
Yeah,
not
so
5.
+4.
One's all we need.
Yep, I have one.
So
So Strike, roll notice at +4.
So +4 in addition to my existing +4. I'm just gonna type notice into a +8.
No, you can add it as a special bonus when you press the roll button.
Or either.
+4.
Yeah, either works.
Yeah, no.
What?
You
What?
Yeah, I didn't think so. I put +4.
Yeah, you just put 4.
Yeah, I figured something. All right. Let's just look at what it was.
It's +1, so
Pluses.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's a 9.
10. Well, it was 4 ++, making it 6. +4 is 10.
There's a minus.
Yeah, there's a plus plus and a minus, so that's a 1 from the fudge.
A sneaky.
So 9.
Just after legendary.
Alright,
You're not quite at subatomic level yet.
so you hear footsteps behind you, heavy footsteps.
Okay.
The vault side or the outside?
Like coming up on your position
From outside the eaten door.
from nearby.
Okay. Strike's first before turning. Strike's antenna points towards the source of the noise, and then Strike turns to look. And calls
What's that,
it out.
Strike? Did Timmy fall down a well?
Strike calls out the noise. Something's approaching.
There is a group of 3 soldiers approaching.
I'll hide behind a box.
I
Nice.
hide behind whatever Strike is going to hide behind.
Strike is down.
Yeah, I don't hide. I stand firm, ready to fight.
Strike wants to hide somewhere that is easy to launch out of.
All right, I'll be
Right.
bait. It's cool.
Ooh. Okay.
Try to
And
hide
Ayat,
behind me.
give me a notice.
All right.
And Winnie also hides.
Winnie, also give me a notice. I mean, the two of you can see some faint amount of magic around them.
That just makes me excited.
Mm-hmm.
So the three of them run over to the vault entrance. They all pull something off of their belts. And they throw the items into the vault.
Can I roll investigate to see what they are?
Strike,
while
eat
they're
it
in
quick.
there? Notice. Okay, I can roll notice. 5.
Wow.
You have no idea what that thing is.
It must be trash then.
I
You got a
want
good
to-
look at it.
I want to bat it out of the air with my spear and back at them if possible.
All three of them?
Yeah, all three wouldn't be able to, but at least one of them. I figured the others have my back in case something happens.
Just in case, I would like to mention that I never actually tried going through the raggedy hole in the vault door.
So you're still outside the vault.
Yes.
Would that change anything?
Yeah, that might change things.
Nope.
I hope. Okay.
Throws grenades in the vault, turns. How are you?
Yeah, so yeah, to basically I want to try to leap away, but I do, as I do it, try to bat one of them at one of them. Not saying I'll be successful at anything, but that's what's going through Ayat's mind.
Can I get a generic description of what this item is? Looks like. Round, square.
Yeah, it's a round object that's been thrown.
Okay.
It's a baseball.
Probably.
It doesn't have it doesn't have very many aesthetic anything to it.
Okay. So it's just an orb has been tossed asunder.
Colors?
Is this something we should have a turn order for?
No.
Okay. Well, Winnie telepathies to Snake Man to turn the turrets on whoever's throwing things at us.
Can do.
Telepathy machine. Weird.
Do you need me to roll the...
Nope.
Okay, I guess we see
But
what
I
happens
do
next.
need Ayat to roll me a fight.
So that's gonna be fight. Alright.
Fight to hit it.
We got fight, so that's gonna be fun. Hey, positive result. I didn't expect that. Give myself a +2 with patterns.
Alright.
Can get a 3.
So you'd be great at tennis.
But for one lob.
And then give me a shoot.
Alright. Not a coin, so... Wow, all zeros.
That means it goes in a
Oh,
straight
hey!
line.
Perfectly
It's a
mediocre.
critical average.
Of course, that means it goes perfectly straight out the way it came.
It's like Pong.
Alright, so you managed to smack one of them. 3, I'll give you 2. You smack 2 of them. Away!
That's fine.
And one of them continues sailing into the vault.
Strike wants to catch it and in turn throw it where it came from.
Where is Sroik?
Probably up in the rafters somewhere. But I rolled stealth and I got a 0, so a 0 value hiding spot is where Strike is.
In or out of the vault?
In the vault.
Because
Maybe
you're...
move your token.
Yeah.
Strike is in the vault.
He isn't yet.
Like, this little oval inside, I believe, is the
Right.
vault. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Alright, so what are you trying to do with it?
Catch it and spit it back out where it came from.
Alright, so give me an athletics.
Athletics.
Wow. Strig is on a roll today.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sroik just kind of jumps in, like, around Ayet's swing and grabs it. And give me a
Yes.
shoot.
Oh boy. Can do. Good boy.
And you throw
It's
it
okay.
out. Alright, so 3 grenades are now going out.
We don't know the grenades yet.
Well, we do now.
The players know, not the people.
Well, soldiers pulled something off their belts and threw them.
Yeah, I would have probably been able to reason with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know they came from soldiers either. They just came in the hole.
Just
Okay,
something that
so-
somebody threw a hole.
Now that I see that there are objects flying in and then out of the hole, I guess, can I
Yeah.
shoot at the objects?
You can try.
Right?
I thought you were going to make some walls.
Maybe later.
Nice.
Okay, so some yellow beams presumably hit the grenades and they are no more.
Yellow beam.
Yeah.
You just use them for target practice, and now you know how to build an incendiary grenade.
Nice. So I hope the bright yellow beams catch the attention of the soldiers so that I can tell them, stop!
You can tell them stop all you want.
Yes, that's what I did. For now once. I might want to do so more later.
I like the idea of Ador saying stop and then the turrets shoot them down.
Which
Stop.
is, in fact, what happens.
Hammer time.
Like the hammer and a gun.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to quickly toss some crystal over them and, like, quickly heal them so maybe they don't die immediately out of the bullets.
One of them, while getting shot, manages to toss another grenade out.
Strike will bite this one in half. Or just eat the thing whole.
Alright, you want to spend a fate point on eating grenades?
Can I roll
Spicy.
physique on it instead?
That depends. Do you want to invoke your thing to eat anything, or do you want to resist a grenade going off inside of you?
I mean, if
You
I
can
eat
try
it,
either.
if I eat it successfully with physique, I still get eat it successfully. right?
As long as you
Is that how the
chew.
stunt worked?
Can spend a fate point to eat through anything. It's not like I can't eat through anything unless I spend a fate point. It's like, I want to eat this cardboard box. Well, spend a fate point. Like, I get that grenades aren't cardboard. They're like
Like,
items
grenade
that-
will explode.
Not if it's like chewed up and the mechanism's disengaged and no longer there.
I'm not sure how detonators work for grenades.
Yeah, if you
And
try,
in
I feel
character,
like
though, I do.
Alright, so you want to bite through a grenade and hope that that doesn't set it off.
I mean, I guess I could just continue like trying to catch it and throw it back out.
because like the grenade was already engaged, like so. I feel like damaging it wouldn't make it explode.
I mean, I feel like the grenade isn't grenading until the explosives are ignited.
I have
but
no
No,
idea, so I would
but
just
it
flip a
was-
coin on it.
Yeah.
I'll just do what I did before and catch it. There's no reason to try and fit like, oh, now I know this thing explodes. I'm gonna eat it.
Here's a picture of a grenade.
Well, you don't know
inside.
that it explodes.
Oh,
That's
that's fair.
true.
Never actually went off.
Yeah, I can just spend a fate point to chomp this thing.
Alright.
Yoink.
And then you belch a little gout of fire.
No. 100%
Oh, yeah.
efficient. All the gas goes towards fueling me. All the pressure and flames and nitroglycerin. It's just food for storage, baby.
Alright, so Strike just ate a grenade.
Okay, so about that, tossing crystal over them so that they don't die just yet.
Alright.
I'm going to give you a crafts.
Don't need to.
Okay.
Good job capturing them so we can eat them later.
I was hoping for diplomacy.
Did any of the grenades thrown back out go off?
No, they got disintegrated.
So,
Oh,
So,
good
there you do. There you do.
there you do.
Okay, so I guess I walk up to stand over the presumably pinned soldiers. I'm not entirely sure what happened in the end.
They got a little shot.
Yes, so I try to make sure they stay alive for the time being.
Alright, give me some crafts. Alright, you fixed them up pretty well.
Is it sufficient, or should I toss out my coin on cause no death? I don't know. Okay. Let's not. Oh well.
Alright. You did moderate worth of healing them.
Yeah, they might need severe for being bullet riddled.
They might.
Okay, I'm going to toss out this coin then.
Alright.
Gave me +2.
Yep. So that was some epic healing.
Wow, epic.
So now that they are preserved, I try talking to them again. Look, I do not wish to harm you, but I also do not wish you to harm anyone. Or anything. Are we clear?
Who are you?
I am Adora. You might have seen that building over there. It is still standing thanks to me. That's what I do.
Look,
How did we get here?
look, we've been sent here by the owner of, well, not the owner, but the manager of the museum in order to recover the, all the valuables that weren't damaged so far to keep them out of the war zones for safekeeping.
What museum?
The
This
we're
one
in.
we are right in, right now, dummy.
Somebody zapped their memories.
I mean, I guess I could just take a read through their memories, yeah.
I mean, I'm asking if they lost their memories. Because it sounds like they don't know where they are or who they are.
Oh yeah, can I mean...
I guess that
Do you
would be
have-
an empathy if we wanted to figure that out.
Yeah, can I do an empathy?
I can do a deception to do the same. For this.
Okay. Well, whichever.
What are you trying to learn?
Do they have brain damage?
That sounds more like some kind of medical knowledge.
Just like if they're really confused or whatever, like.
Adora could use Mind Manipulator to read their memories.
Yes. Do I roll you a magic now?
Yeah.
Death. Well, that... Guess I can at least get some basic info.
It's really fuzzy. You don't have a very clear view into what they were seeing. Well, you can see a memory of them, like, on patrol, when suddenly they heard something and saw that there was a group of soldiers from the other side that had landed and were targeting civilians. They ran over as quickly as they could and tried to use some grenades to stop them.
And somehow it led to this.
And from there, the memories just kind of go all over the place.
From what I can tell, these people are actually this side's soldiers. You can confirm that by their uniforms, right, Jim?
Yeah, that's the same guys same uniform as the guys we've met outside.
Yet, here they are. They don't recognize their own artwork. I don't know what happened to them. But whatever is going on here, whatever is at hand, it does not bode well.
You three guys can do magic. Can you tell, like, if something magic is going on around here?
I'll look around.
I mean, something
They are
that isn't
terrified.
from you guys. That isn't from you guys.
Oh yeah, we did sense some magic coming.
That's my magic notice roll.
You don't sense magic on them anymore.
Nope, there's nothing. They're just normal people.
We did
I say
before,
with my
though,
mouth
didn't we?
full.
Okay, so
One of them passes out.
Strike.
Oh,
oh well.
Not trash.
And
Sure,
another
six-
vomits on themselves.
That, however, on the other hand, is trash.
Strike eats the vomit.
He vomits again.
Yeah.
And they don't stop coming.
And now I'm trying to get the thought of out of my head of the second vomit leading to Bug Kiss.
I kind of got the mental image of him like throwing up directly into Shrek's mouth.
Lots of smooching today.
I
Anyway.
tried.
Nothing like a fresh, warm meal.
Okay.
All right, we're in here. What are we in here for? What are you fighting?
Where's
Yeah.
the Mona Lisa?
My plan was to hide the other artwork in here and then seal the place off.
Yeah, you go and find art. We're gonna busy ourselves here.
Right? Well, anyone of you want to help?
I
the
had
explosion
already
outside.
forgot what she was looking for.
You've seen the explosions outside. I'm not sure the vault is gonna hold really without continuous like repair like you did. Fairly sure it's gonna be much better if you just keep it safe and just evacuate the plant.
I mean, you're not wrong, but what I really feel like I could use is just a bunch of people to haul all this stuff, because I can't move it into the vault by myself in any kind
I mean, you
of
can
time.
try to build a new bunker for people to hide in, but I'm not sure there's any around that would need a bunker.
Well,
Timothy's going to become the space ambassador for this planet.
well, yeah. Like, I have half a mind of instating him as the new head of state if the current one needs to be replaced. Just make everyone believe that he's the rightful one. I can't do that, but I can try. Well, just tell me what the most important pieces are so that we can keep them safe.
Most important, possibly something that can actually be carried. I'm guessing, like no big statues, right?
Well, yeah,
Like,
but
not, like knowing the scoop, they're gonna just break because somebody drops them anyway.
I mean, I imagine you studied history at school. Is it something people do here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anything you recognize here?
Have we actually opened the boxes yet?
Right. Well, I mean, I hope the vault would stand up to even bombardment, but if you say it isn't, then
Are the boxes ellipses too?
I want to say yes.
very
Just,
funny.
like, roll them out of the building. Oh. Just do the wobbly roll.
So are you leaving the guards restrained?
When we get around to living here, I think I want to pass them over to any guards in some shelter so that they can take care of their own.
That sounds like an idea. Yeah, wouldn't want
It's very
to.
reasonable. It also sounds dangerous for approaching a place like that, looking like we do, and carrying passed out guards over our
I
shoulders.
mean, if we're carrying them over our shoulders, we're clearly, just being good Samaritans.
Sure.
Yeah, like
It could look like that. It could also look like other things.
I mean, as long as we don't hold them by the neck with a knife,
I mean, they are
hostage situation.
wounded. They are wounded and they have received first aid.
Sure.
2 of us
Is-
are eating an arm and a leg, though.
Someone else is okay. We have evidence that enemies have made landfall.
Do we?
Okay, do I tell people what I saw in the memory?
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, you can read memories? I was not aware of that.
Eyes flash to magenta. Of course I can. That's what I feel like I've always done. I mean, the sign one here, she makes the crystal, but she's not the only one. And thank you.
I don't think you've fully introduced all of yourselves yet.
Yeah, but you don't really want to meet the third one. She's kinda... No one really likes her.
Who?
I mean, if you say like that, I think you're trying to hide the cooler one.
Maybe when we are back on the ship.
Fair.
Actually, that's something that she would say. She would just stick her nose to the grindstone and focus on the task at hand. And she wouldn't do cool things like talking about herself. Just trust me on this one, please.
So how big are the boxes here? Out of curiosity.
Varying sizes.
Anything I could carry underneath my arm?
I mean, just
Alright.
look what's inside first. Wouldn't want to carry something stupid like a bag full of, I don't know, wrapping material.
But it's the fun aspect. No, I take a box and I want to see what I get at home.
We should just buy a Kinder Surprise at the souvenir shop.
And just grabbing some loot boxes.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. It's more fun if you don't know what it's gonna be.
So, in the end, these soldiers attacked their own art. These turrets attacked the soldiers, but also pretty much anyone. I don't know whose side to be on. I don't think there are as many sides here anymore.
Mm-hmm. Strike knows what side they want to be on.
It's war. It's best to not pick any sides in war because that just means that one side will try to kill you.
I mean, so far all of them seem to have, so
We're Switzerland here.
I would rather have at least one of them not shoot at any of us. I give a little tap with my foot to the pinned soldiers. You hear that, right?
Hmm?
Don't shoot at any of them.
That's right. If you ever shoot anyone else ever again, we're gonna find you.
We have to defend ourselves.
I do not wish to kill you, but I can't vouch for anyone else. Sorry.
Look, I don't want to kill anybody either. Too much, too much. What's
If you're
I take a
so
bite
ready
out of
to
the
be
arm.
unwelcoming to your guests, you shouldn't welcome them. At the gate.
So around this time, more soldiers show up. Ayat, I want you to give me a notice roll.
Notice roll coming right up.
Pretty good.
So you're starting to notice a pattern here. These soldiers have the same style of magic on them as the soldiers that you just fought, and the signature that you saw in the air.
Did you tell us that something was screwy in the memory of these guys?
Yes, it just kind of cut off after they approached the others that were not like them.
I'm thinking they're like hypnotized or charmed or something.
Well,
Well, if they throw grenades at us, the turrets will take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's self-defense.
do you think they will listen if we warn them?
But no, that thing though, that means that like trying to speak with them is gonna serve absolutely no purpose.
I
Like
hate
they
this.
can't read you, quote unquote. They're being puppeted.
I hate
Unless
it.
she can read them first.
Well, like the trace is there though, like it's already done. Like they're already being controlled.
I mean, maybe she'll be able to find out the spot where the controlling happened.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, do that, Adora.
How?
Yeah, go get
I
him.
think Nyan just fell asleep.
Hi.
Oh.
Like, you wish me to find... Actually, aren't they approaching us right now?
Yes, I tell you
Yeah.
to do that as they're approaching us.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind as I... So, talking won't work. Okay. I'm going to try to make a cold shot to whatever weapon they point at us, if they do.
Call charge
Alright.
-4 penalty.
Okay, if I take off a hand, I'll just replace it, okay?
I'm joking. Not the Shadowrun joke. For all you Shadowrunners at home.
So me.
It's
And
you!
me.
It's you! That joke's for you!
Yeah, a solid third of the people here. That's fine.
I also Shadowrun.
2/3.
Yeah, 2/3. Yeah, you're right.
A solid couple of thirds. A few thirds. I don't know how many exactly.
Okay,
Not all
so
of them.
So they
Do
are
they
approaching.
do they ready their weapons?
No. We're here for these three.
Oh, you know them?
Yes.
Tell me who's your real master.
Who's your daddy? And what does he do?
What do you mean?
Well, tell me who's your real master. You have
As
a
far
real
as-
master, right?
As far as I can tell, these three were not serving the same side as you might.
Oh no, they totally were. Well, like maybe not originally, but when they approached us, they totally were.
Because they saw us as the opposite side.
Okay, since you're willing to talk, do you plan on destroying this building or any of its contents, including us?
We have no plans to destroy this building, the art, or any of you.
Well, these people did. If you wish to take them away, that might be for the best. Give them medical care, please.
They see two of us holding limbs of their former comrades, right?
Yes. They seem surprisingly okay with that.
Because they're not themselves. They're puppets.
And at this point, they all pull out their guns and aim at the other soldiers.
Cool. They can take care of each other. No work for us.
Yeah, but not in the right way. Take care.
They need to execute them on the spot.
If nobody stops them, they do.
Strike watches.
Are they using laser guns or modern bullety guns?
Yes.
Laser bullets.
I need to know if I need to pick lead out of the flash.
I'm gonna roll a d3. Conventional laser plasma.
Conventional lasers.
Conventional.
It could be copper. What kind
I
of
already
bullets?
rolled
are
a
these?
D3.
I said I need to roll a d3.
Oh no.
What kind of bullets fees? Roll a D whatever.
Yeah, hollow point, soft nose, brass.
I need to know what kind of exit wound are these things leaving?
.50 BMG.
What's the caliber? What's the bullet made out of?
Okay, please, no.
What's the MOA of their guns?
What?
The minutes of angle.
We have an actual gun knowing guy here,
How
so
much
Yeah.
rifling do they use? Half knowing gun terms.
You're close.
Yeah.
Typical AR will have a 1 in 7, 1 in 8, or 1 in 9 twist rate.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I have
Oh my
no
God.
idea what any of these terms mean.
Rifling is what makes the bullet spin, Fuse.
And I guess it can be tighter or less tight
Their
per
guns shoot
length.
bullets.
they make sharp metal go fast.
Yeah.
The guns shoot the whole bullet, like the entire cartridge.
Well, more pointy metal than sharp metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Spitzer bullets.
Anyway,
So,
Anyway, murder.
Drake watches this happen.
can you explain this situation here to me? And are you willing to do so? And please do so.
Are you willing to do it anyway? For the love of God.
No, I mean, if they tried being smart as like, yes, then please do.
Well, you see, we're under a magic spell that forces us to see them as the enemy.
Oh man, Lev, you're right.
My goal is simple. I just want you to do good.
Wait, who's he say that to?
All of you.
It's a good thing we are.
And I'm going to keep punishing whoever I can until you do.
I mean, if they're only punishing the other guys,
It's gonna take a while.
Two of the soldiers then proceed to shoot themselves in the head.
Themselves.
Yes.
Themselves.
So we don't get to meet your puppeteer.
I am the puppeteer.
Oh,
The middle soldier. At least I guess he's the middle one because, of course, the other two would be on the sides.
I mean, like the way you force these people around with that position is really impressive. Do I know you?
You are me. You're all me. Everyone is me.
Oh
I
no,
wouldn't
it's the
I wouldn't
GM.
know if I was somebody else.
Um, can I
Okay, go
Can-
for it.
can I roll empathy because he seems to be deranged?
Go ahead.
I think this is the work of the clay shifter.
I have not been around for that.
Clay Shifter was not around for long.
Well, that's a 5.
You can't read him.
And I'm going to guess that normally I would be able to, and thus this is unusual.
Yeah.
With the amount he's talked to us so far, can I count him as a familiar face?
No.
I wish to use my No You're Not stunt to try and steal one of his stunts.
Let me check that.
Alright. It's my magic versus his will. And that stun gets exchanged for one scene.
Excuse me for a moment.
I think Fuse actually has to make them first.
Best way to learn about someone is to share a part of their being for a little bit.
Look, it's simple. We swap souls.
Just a part of it. It's not the whole soul.
Right. They do not resist.
Alright. Ooh. Okay. Now what I get is random.
Yeah. You get a stunt called Destiny is Absolute. While you are present in the scene, fate points cannot be spent.
Whoa.
No, that's bad for me.
Well, I mean, like, this,
Yes.
I feel like you would be able to see it in Ayat's face and body language that she realizes this thing is kind of not a small thing. This individual.
What did he miss?
So,
It disables everybody from using fate points now, just by being in the same room.
well, but that's
until
because
the end of
that
the
guy
scene.
has, yeah, that guy has that ability.
That's
Like-
okay.
I didn't come up with that on my own. This is just a thing he does.
Still bad for me.
So how do you explain that in universe?
I feel like this has no real explanation. Like it's the effect of like just like weird chaos stuff. Like there's no, it doesn't make sense.
Actually, it's kind of a lack of chaos.
I feel like in this guy's presence.
Well, it's using. Oh, you mean the removing the fate thing on its own? How is it explained in game?
Yeah.
I feel like fate is like how, you know, like how sometimes reality will just nudge a little bit to help us.
We're all low-level reality warpers, and that's been
Yeah.
disabled.
Yeah.
I am put inside.
Basically, around this guy, we're mundanes. We're not special people anymore.
I mean,
I'd say we're still pretty
like,
special.
yeah, like we've got good skill.
Okay, not as special.
I'm just a normal guy with 6 agility.
Alright,
Athletics, rather.
We're supporting characters now.
Huh?
I mean,
No,
that's
supporting.
what I've always been, so...
so Ken, although we are you, do you have a name for this you?
I am Will.
So how long have you been aware of us?
I've been watching you for quite some time.
Like years sometime?
Yes.
And
You all have such great potential, but you're wasting it.
Also,
I disagree with that part, but do you guys know him? I've never told me about Will.
so
I mean,
did
I
I
know
tell...
they will.
Did they tell you how I just showed up with y'all, like, a few hours ago? I'm guessing he's relevant, but I don't know him.
Don't you? And this is out of character. Doesn't your character have a memory problem currently? Like they don't know where they came from. Couldn't you ask them? It's like, all right, if you've been watching me for years, where did I come from?
Oh yeah, fair point. I mean, if you've been watching me for years, I don't even remember past several years, so that sounds pretty good.
Your past is for you to discover.
Oh, did you bring her to the...
You need somebody to watch over you.
Mystery solved!
I could do without some freaky stalker, to be honest.
I'm going to try not to be one. Oh, you meant him. Okay, never mind.
Nice.
Well, they seem to have made it through more adventures that I'm aware of, so I really hope they don't really need my help.
Well, I mean, the implication is brought you to us for your moral support, but we are already moral exemplars, so...
Yeah. And this group is all about picking up random people.
Well, I guess I could at least provide structural support. I point to the building outside.
Yeah, literal. Plus, it's good to have a healer of some kind, be a mender of some kind, rather. Especially in a team like us, where we tend to leave minor to major destruction in our wake, wherever we go.
I mean,
we're not living up to our potential. Does it mean we're supposed to do more damage?
I don't want to imagine that.
See,
Hey, Will.
the problem is you're leaving planets behind.
Like, didn't we already end up killing a god or something?
We defeated a god. We defeated a self-proclaimed god.
So she ran away. Like,
Yeah.
it's a momentary defeat.
Yeah.
I was there for that.
She's in my to-do list.
You did that? Okay, I guess I can show Radiance to you all if you tell me about that in exchange.
What?
Never mind.
I just didn't hear what you said.
Hey, Will, what is it you're expecting us to do?
You need to be better people, and you need to make everyone else better. And to help you learn this, I've left a surprise for you back on your ship.
Wait.
Strike says, I think I know what I need to do.
What do you need to do?
You'll hear later.
Alright. Well, Will, thanks for a little talk here. But, gotta get going. There's a war going on this planet.
I guess I'm not stopping it by just sitting here and trying to save individual soldiers.
Well, I'll let you get to it.
Strike starts to leave the vault.
Yeah, I'm gonna
back to the ship.
I'm gonna grab my loot box. I'm gonna follow.
So Will just looks like one of the soldiers.
Yep. Looks like it.
And yeah, I guess it's just an interface for him to talk to us, so...
Just another puppet, but a voice, like a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Don't go so fast, Roy. I got a sprained ankle.
Well,
I could remove it for you.
No, don't.
you need to make her better.
I'm not sure if better in your idea involves caring for human. Sorry, not human. Caring for life. But I hope at least this one person that you are survives. And then I turn to Jimothy. So, you find anything worth saving there?
Did I? I mean, we were interrupted by these soldiers before we could start opening the boxes, so I guess now is the time.
Yeah. I guess in the meantime I'm just going to pile up some of the artwork by the door, by the hole in the door.
Just like the Mothers of Frames, roll them up and just shove them all under our arms or something.
I mean, I'm just going to take the entire framed paintings and whatever and put them against the door so that they are in an easy position to be looked through by you.
I mean,
Maybe.
I guess.
At least the more intact ones, because most of them are pretty shot up by now.
I mean, the ones that were from upstairs, yeah, they're pretty wrecked, but I'm guessing there's something in the boxes as well.
Well, at any rate, I'm spending a little amount of time picking through the wreckage in here.
Alright,
Looking for
what's Winnie
anything
doing?
intact.
I want to look at Will up and down. Is he just only standing and staring now?
Yep. Just
Going
standing
to
there,
activate my-
smiling and watching you.
Going to activate my old god form.
Old god form, activate. 4.
Alright,
Any reaction?
no.
Gonna check my book for... Let's see. One second. Yes, I'd like to use provoke attack against him.
Against whom?
Alright.
Well, I'm guessing.
And there's it's going to be a... I'm just thinking of how to flavor it of... I feel like he's some kind of higher being. Guess I'm testing to see if
Just
old
as a
god
reminder,
knowledge...
the aforementioned self-proclaimed god had a rank 8 skills across the line. Now imagine if there's a real god.
I know. Hey, sheets can't fit numbers higher than 8. Yes, I tell him in some old god truth that's intended to break his mind. And that's a 7 with weapon.
And
Alright.
it has...
I
Oh,
well,
right.
actually, is it? Can't use fate coins at all?
Fate points cannot be spent.
Then yeah, it's a 7. But I yet did leave the building. Is over in another building.
And then the thing would be transferred back as it's a new scene.
Oh, well.
Okay.
It's a 7.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
Also, I want to throw in saying I don't need another person telling me what to do.
He doesn't even blink.
I'm just envisioning like his smile just widens.
Well, turn my old god form off and just turn away from him and grab a box and go to the ship. I was testing out things.
Meanwhile, Ayat,
Mm-hmm.
back on the ship.
Sroy, like, definitely arrived before me.
Yeah, but would Strike really notice anything being off?
I guess it depends on what it is, yeah.
I bet he took the meat tree.
He wouldn't dare. Alright, so you said he left a surprise. Is there anything weird in the storage?
Nothing off in the storage room.
Okay, I don't see Sroy there. That's fine.
Alright, Sroik.
Whoop.
You hear some frantic barking.
From
Around this area, and the chef is not there.
Is there a new Polybius arcade machine?
That reference, wow.
Nice reference. Strike sniffs the air. Roll notice.
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
So 2 is enough to see that there's a dog in the oven. It's not on, but there's a dog in it.
Okay.
Oh man, he doesn't know how to operate an oven.
I don't know what an oven is. I leave.
There's a dog in the box, that's fine.
Maybe not. Strike just kind of stares at it.
Alright. And Ayat,
Mm-hmm.
you hear, like, fanatical screaming from the botanical garden of, I love my job. I love my job.
There's a lumberjack!
I slow my
Is
pace.
he okay?
And I'm going to just crack the door open. Take a little peek.
You see the chef wielding a cleaver, just hacking away at your meat tree.
No!
He's like 2/3 of the way through it.
I do something at him.
That's okay.
You
We'll
use
replace-
heal pulse!
What?
He's
You use
invigorated!
heal pulse.
Is the
I
tree
love
hill
my
pulse?
job even more!
Well, can't you choose your target?
Well, I was targeting at him, like...
It was said, I do something at him.
Well,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Dang it, I throw at him the loot box.
Give me a shoot.
Yeah, give me a
Okay,
shoot.
no.
By shouting at him to stop it. But yeah, let me give you my mediocre.
You're tearing this family apart!
you, You just kind of toss it a little bit ahead of you on the floor.
I'm gonna try to tackle him.
The fight.
It won't be a fight, huh? It won't be a physique.
Yeah, that would be a
Hello.
fight.
You tackle the box.
If you tackle the tree and it collapses the remaining half.
You could get between him and the tree.
You know what? Sure.
Alright, so he just kind of hacks into you with a cleaver.
Stop. This is a gift from a god. You can't. What's wrong with you?
I love my job.
Well, your job is not to harm your owners.
Owners.
So
I mean,
let me
technically they're not mutinying, are they?
Alright, so you take a 3-shift hit.
So that'll be a.
Cleaver in the arm. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I guess it's gonna be a moderate because I already got a mild.
You don't get to defend.
Oh,
Or
right.
You already rolled fight.
Oh, I should have realized because technically I'm supposed to roll lore when I roll fight to dodge.
But that
Oh,
was
you were
to
trying
offend.
to
Yeah,
tackle
you're trying
him.
Right.
what's the word? You're trying to get in the way of the hit rather than avoid
Right. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, it's a moderate. I got myself a cleaver wound.
it. It'll
Ugh.
be gone next scene.
Well, not a moderate.
Yeah, not a moderate. Oh, I wouldn't have my mild anymore though from before.
Or wait,
I
don't
mean-
you
Yeah,
have
it's been a
no-
few scenes.
Okay, so I've got a new mild basically. Get a okay.
It would be a mild plus your 1 box.
All right.
Or
That's
2
fine.
box, whichever one you want to fill.
Fill in my
Phil?
one. So mild. Well, I guess it's more of a cleaver scratch.
I
All
love
right,
my
I'm
job.
gonna contact the crew as a whole. I'm gonna emergency. There's an emergency. We need security personnel in the botanical garden right now.
Strike doesn't hear this.
So sometime
What's
around
going
this
on?
point, be Winnie getting to this floor, hearing your dog barking and seeing Sroik just staring at one of the ovens.
I rush over and see the dog in the oven, and I open the oven.
Right, the dog jumps back out. It looks
Nice.
terrified.
I feel like I was going to ask Shroik why he would have, but I figure, nah, Shroik would never put anything in an oven.
It's true though. This rotten mush isn't cooked enough.
I comfort him.
Anything undue on this floor?
Yeah, there's that emergency alert that Ayed is sending out. You can.
Is that through the ship or through the comm systems we have on our personnel? Because Sork doesn't have that.
It would have to be
Oh.
on my person, like realistically, right?
Yeah, Sork doesn't have a personal comm.
Yeah, you also
So-
just hear Ayed shouting.
Yeah, the door would be wide open.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Also
buzz.
screams of "I love my job."
Sork buzzes in.
Yeah, there's a chef currently just assaulting Ayed with a cleaver.
I eat the cleaver.
Alright, give me a fate point. Yep, you eat the cleaver.
Just
Come
snap it
on,
and
Fuse.
swing.
It's just the cleaver.
At this point, the chef attempts to move around Ayed.
I want to try to restrain him.
Alright, give me a physique.
Alright.
It's getting kind of crowded in here.
Alright,
Physique
you
is-
have him restrained as he's like frantically trying to grab onto the tree.
Alright, I'm trying to pin him to the ground as best as I can with my 2 roll.
Strike will assist? Question
Yeah,
mark.
you've
Will
got
I-
him on the ground.
Yeah, never mind.
This man is a traitor, Sroik.
Strike's antenna twitch.
Do you understand the concept of traitorism? Treachery, rather.
No.
It's when someone says they'll do a thing, but then they do the opposite.
Hmm.
Like when you ate through a door.
Hey, someone else was doing it.
That's different. No one told me not to eat that door.
They did
I
though.
told you not to damage the door.
They explicitly did.
Look, that's right, you're stronger than me. Can you, like... Do we have a brink in this place?
Could always
We
have
could.
one. Yeah.
The workshop probably has chains.
Yeah, there should be like there probably would be chains and stuff in the workshop.
Alright. Alright, help me out, Troy. You're stronger than me. Let's just chain
Or
him
you
up
can
or
just pull the
something.
lever.
Yeah, but do we know that?
I don't know if we know that. Speaking of which, Fuse, I gave you an updated map in Discord.
Alright.
I feel like someone
I'll
needs to
update
press that
before
lever.
next session.
Sweet.
Like someone needs to hit that lever once to see it in action or something.
I mean, in the
Like, you should have had a rundown of the ship's functions.
yeah, and as of right now, I believe the room that is surprising no one. The room that has seen the least use is the completely empty room.
Good.
Haven't all of those rooms had seen an equal amount of no use?
Strike at least walked into every single room except the empty one. Or did Strike walk into that one and just wasn't affected because space thing? I don't know. I do know that the botanical garden and ritual room have been used last session. I saw 2 people in either room. 1 person in either room, 2 of them.
Yeah,
So-
Botanical Garden definitely sees a lot of use.
Ritual room I saw some use. And Strike walked into either every room or every room except the completely empty one. So,
I'm gonna call them all even.
alright.
Except for the garden now that had a lot of visitors.
Yeah, speaking of the garden, I remember I can just teleport there.
Oh, also, the updated graphic I have sent to Fuse features the big engine thing having a pretty much bright red lever, and knowing our team, someone probably, if not told what it did, would have pulled it by now.
Alright. I pull it. I yell out jail.
Alright. Roll me a 1d5. With 1 being the
1d5.
completely empty room going clockwise through the unused rooms.
Oh,
You overwrite the workshop.
really?
Jail.
Oh
So.
well.
Well, you didn't even say jail cell. It's a fully functional jail.
Yeah. Alright.
With
You now
multiple
have a
cells.
jail room.
Sweat.
So, okay.
So
Which room is it again?
top one. Strike
Listen.
lifts the beef man. Should I roll for lifting the beef man?
No.
Okay.
He loves being dragged.
Like, he's struggling.
Yeah. But strike is strike.
So, throw him in jail.
Well then.
So strike asks why jail.
Well, this guy is betraying us. We need to put him somewhere.
Couldn't we kill them?
I was gonna say I hope to understand why he started doing that, but it's true that he's
You
kind of
already
limited
know.
in terms of communication. Well, I mean, beyond that, just I was acting out of reflex. Maybe we should just but what if by eliminating him, this thing happens to just someone else? So we have to be careful about this.
You should get Tadara to take a look at him and yourself.
Just leave him here for now. I'm gonna try and see what I can do about my tree. Hey, Winnie.
Strike looks very reluctant to leave this person in jail, but does so.
What was that garden emergency?
He was hacking away at the meat tree.
Yeah, the meat tree is not doing great.
Get Adora. She needs to heal the tree.
Fuse.
What?
The meat tree has a spine.
The meat tree has a spine, and you can see it, and you can see that it's been partially cut.
Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to give it a lick.
It tastes like bone marrow.
It's pretty good, but no, we gotta preserve it. It's too important.
I assume Adora is a familiar face at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Faces.
One
Actually,
face with 8 eyes.
but which mine do I reach? Technically, you'll only be one of the 2 that you've brought out so far.
Or would it be all of them?
Or that.
Like, imagine that there's like one in front and both in the back. Whenever you try to see them mentally.
Well, speaking to the frontmost, assuming 6 is enough. Dora, we need a crystal healing on our meat tree.
A meat tree. That's fascinating.
Well, why? What happened?
Says Jimothy inside of Adora's mind.
That's some good deception, I would say.
I'm throwing my belief into someone else's subconscious. Neat, huh?
Bloody psychics.
I'll be right over. I hope. Timothy, take care of things here, okay? Please tell me which art should we get onto the ship when I get back.
Let's just say we've already got things sorted out. Like, probably spent enough time down here.
Okay.
Does Strike hear or smell or whatever anything unusual on this floor? That being floor.
Everything seems to be in order here.
Pick up the phone.
Okay, so time passes and Adora hurries
Go to strange room.
hurries through the floors and sees where people are at least past the
Crazy machine.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you've never
past the-
been like up in this room before.
I mean, I guess. Well,
You were only in the R&R room, and then out.
yeah, so I guess I just look through the floors and the next floor I get to, I see that. Oh, there's people here. Okay. What is it? What is it?
You hurt the
Alright.
tree. You have to heal it.
It's beautiful. And yes, I understand why it needs my help now. I will do my best.
This is a significant consequence.
Well, guess I'll just roll crafts and do my best.
Also known as a severe.
Right?
The skill gains a skill point.
I almost want to. I almost want to up the just having a spine to it having a skeleton, which is just mostly spine.
Nope, you already spent one.
Eh.
You're out of points.
Yeah. Speaking of me,
Hey, you did it.
Oh, well, that's good.
The tree is healing.
crystal
Now,
me.
yeah, now there is a crystal replacement. It even has rings, as a tree should have. So there is a visible place where the trunk has been patched.
Or spinal columns, in this case.
Oh, you're pretty good at healing.
Yes, I've done this in the past. Many
Heal the
people.
meat tree?
So you were sent here so that now we're invincible.
You're very much invincible. I cannot bring back the dead.
That's good to know. Okay.
Speaking of which, I guess I noticed that cleaver scratch.
That smile will heal on its own.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay. But thanks for noticing.
Well,
It's like a cut in the chest from a cleaver, and it's like, it'll heal on its own. Okay.
Well,
I don't
cleaver's
act
probably
like
dull.
it. I don't act like it most of the time, but Ayat is still nonetheless an ogre. So
there's
kind of thing.
just some blood leaking out, and
Yeah.
hey,
It's just the one layer.
ha,
Like an Oni young.
ha.
Did it? Made the joke.
Jeez, I realize I left in a test graphic in the picture I sent you, so I'm sending you one.
Good. And on that note, today is a significant milestone.
Ooh, what does that mean again? Because I'm gonna ask every time.
It's
I-
one of the minor milestone things, plus a skill point.
Oh, skill point!
Ooh.
Yay. So that's 9 skill points total we have now.
Yes.
So
All right. Well, I got shoot now.
1, 2, 3,
And
4.
again, as a reminder, minor milestone. One of those.
And I guess I can then. Okay. Can move it with this.
I
Yeah, I
still
guess.
I guess I'm gonna buy a computer because literally nobody else has that.
That's like one of the rare people that lived in a modern setting-ish thing that would make sense for you to have computes.
Sure.
I might actually pick up one rank of that, especially if it gives the physical box for some reason.
Yeah, it gives you more shields.
Oh, we've got shields now. I thought I had structure points. Okay.
Like if you want to have another skill boost up your stress box,
That's a
you
stunt,
need
I
to make
know.
a stunt of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like there's the stress on the character sheet, and it says physic next to the physical.
Yeah, because that's the standard.
Yes, can it be modified from? Probably not. Okay.
You could take a stunt to use crafts for it. Like you literally build your body.
No, you're not wrong.
Right, I've got dinner like ready, so I'll be going.
I'm gonna end the stream.
One thing before that, think of it. The one thing that Jan added to the faces and places. I think we should at least share that his thing is an entity of some kind, a person that exists that would be.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that will.
Huh.
Huh.
Yep.
We should just call him Billy.
Look at that. Jan trying to make us, like, trying to turn us to good guys somehow.
Jan literally asked for this.
Well, to be honest, like, I thought, as soon as I understood what was going, not that you created, but the whole Will character, as soon as I started to understand, I thought it was a fascinating idea, so.
Thanks.
Are you really a good person if you're forced to be one?
Well, that's what we're going to be exploring.
Oh, and Stroik went up to the bridge. I wanted to know if Stroik saw anything strange up there.
No, but everybody loves their jobs. The
Okay.
end.
Good to know.